episode of Dungeons and Dragons. We are now on episode 5. If you want to catch up on any old episodes, join our YouTube where I upload the old videos. They're now up to date, just so you all know. I'm working on doing a regular written summary on our Discord as well, so please feel free to join us there too. But let's jump straight into it. The team have finally made it to the capital of the Republic of East Anglia, Norwich. Signing up to the games, they finally settled down at the Queen Bee Inn, where they learned more information regarding the Duke's death, and Vance found solace within a brothel's bosom. Talking rumours and plans, the next day the team went shopping, where they realised magic is expensive, and met a very drunk goblin called Zarzoots. Finally going to the circus, where Freya confronted the circus owner and the wannabe flea for copyright infringement, finding that Sirius was planning on scamming the lords of the dance. Now, the party are headed to the warehouse district to find the crows, the local thieves guild.
I'm not gonna lie, but every time you say Lord of the Dance, I keep thinking Michael Flatley.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd be bad confirmed, guys.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Do you know what? No, actually, I might ruin some lore, but I was had lore dump then, why they're called Lords of the Dance, but and you will appreciate it.
Cool. I think one person you would know that.
You would know it. One of your favourite games. Okay. So, as you are heading to the warehouse district, to the address that you were giving, to where supposedly the crows have been in hiding, or at least you've been told hang around this area, and they will find you. You come to a kind of T-junction, you're surrounded by warehouses, but you can see the warehouse in the distance at the T-junction. And it looks deserted. It's got the sign at the front, wine and imported goods at the front. And there doesn't seem to be anyone around. There's just some big double wooden doors at the front, and you've got barred windows on 2 layers of floors.
I'm going to turn to Vance and go, would they have some kind of like code word or anything? Yeah, I'd probably know about this, wouldn't I?
Yes.
Yes, they do. And it is?
Vance, do me a favour and roll a perception check.
Right, how do I do that?
First roll of the day.
Every single time. How do I do that? 1d20 plus your...
If I remember correctly, we were told that we come here and wait and someone will find us.
Perception is 2. I'm guessing it's
18.
Something we need to say.
18. Now, yes, you were told that someone would come collect you, but, you know things. You know,
I
and
do know things. You don't know, I say being there.
Oi, Darcy! Your forward brash manner, you forget that it is a thieves' code that would have helped you, and they use signs on, they use knives to groove in signs in buildings and stuff like that. With that lovely perception check, you can see on the warehouse door there is a symbol on there of an S with a cross through it, which means it's a safe house.
Actually, scratch that, guys. Just remembered. These they use these secret signals of daggers, and I can see over there there's an S. It means it's a safe house. Who's Darcy? It's the leader of the crows here.
The Raven of the local area.
The Raven.
Yeah, Raven Darcy is the leader of this local thieves guild. You also know another name who's normally your contact here. Is Magpie Jocelyn.
Magpie.
She's basically, she gives you contracts, but she's mainly the fence of this area. So you sometimes when you've had a contract, you've also stolen some of the goods and sold it to Jocelyn.
Okay. I say then, do I know how to contact Jocelyn?
That seems to work really well last time.
You have an impression that it's probably best to wait like you were told and someone will come to you. You wouldn't know where to go find her during the day, but you also know they're in hiding, and you're not that within the crows to know how to approach the situation without probably getting a couple of knives in the back.
Okay. I've just had an idea, guys. I think that I know where to find her during the day, but I think we should wait here for someone to come and get us like we were told to do.
I just light up at the side like, fucking hell, this is going well. I'm clearly nervous as fuck.
It's pretty late now at night. You see a couple of people walking around down the streets and stuff like that. The warehouse district is obviously closed, no one's working at this time.
When you pointed out where the arrow was, I'm keeping my attention roughly in that direction.
It's just on the front door. So.
Oh, it's literally on the front door. Okay. Was I
You do see a cloaked figure slowly walking down the street towards you.
I stand up ready to greet the figure walking towards us.
They get closer. They get closer. About 2 meters in front of you. They get pretty much right in front of you.
Yes.
And they walk by you.
Ah. That was anticlimactic.
one person?
Let me check.
Can I roll a perception?
Yeah.
I'll be like, yes, please.
Or you roll it inside the person walking past.
Absolutely, roll it inside.
Oh shit, I'm bring on that well. Perception.
Not bad.
No, I just realised my insight is a minus, so I didn't even know that.
I got a 10.
Got a 10.
I got an 18.
I rolled real bad.
Well, with the 10, you can't tell. They're cloaked up. You're like, no, maybe they're not involved.
Maybe it is one person.
Maybe they're just walking by and we just assumed they were part of this crime organisation because they were wearing a cloak and the hood's up. And you rolled a. You do look around. You can see there is another figure watching you from across the street, just leaned up. But he's in the shadows. There's no light past the one of it. You've just got enough perception to know there is someone just watching you.
Okay, I'm gonna elbow Lance and Vance in the knee cap, probably. Depending on how tall I am in comparison.
You're not as short as others.
Okay, wait, then. No. Point with his cigarette in the direction of the person in the shadow.
You sure you want to trust me to lead the next part of this?
You would know enough to make a simple hand gesture.
That what, they're just watching.
They're just looking in your general direction in the shadows. You would know with a simple how to do a simple hand gesture to symbolise friend.
Oh god, it's the Freemasons.
Is that what you're doing? You're just gonna wave.
Oh,
Okay.
I knew you
No,
were
I
going
don't
to
know
do
that.
that.
It's a subtle hand gesture you do when you're like.
I do it now.
You can't see, you did like a little kid like waving to a parent.
I nearly did a spit take, genuinely.
I do the secret hand gesture.
Essentially, you just hold 2 fingers over your heart, and it's enough. The figure does stand up straight and starts walking slowly towards you. As they get closer, they're also wearing a cloak with a hood up. You can see the features of the man, quite dark square, as they just say, I know who you are, but who are your companions?
This would be Kit. This would be Freya Applewood. I don't mind the toy gun. This would be Amanita.
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 Close. Good. Better than I would do. I avoid them.
And this is more with Scarlett. Apparently she's a bit of a bitch. Slap her in the head.
I can't glare at you and then just go. I've been told that many times.
I think you're the one that said that.
Now you don't recognise this
That would be
person.
out of character saying that.
I am Jocelyn's assistant.
Jocelyn has an assistant.
Well, of course. I move the wares when she buys or sells them.
What's your name?
call me Crow.
I didn't ask what I could call you, I asked what your name was.
Ooh.
Roll an intimidation.
14.
He slightly winces when you say that. I'm not allowed to be called anything else. My name is Crow.
I'm gonna name you Bob.
I'm just. What if there's more than one crow?
There is more than one Crow.
Well, that must be rather confusing for you, don't you think?
Let's call him Raven.
You know how the crows work. I am just a foot soldier. All foot soldiers are called crows.
I'm gonna give you the name of that.
Nickname.
What are you doing here? You see visible annoyance already.
We're here to see Darcy. Crow 69.
That's a video game username right there.
And why would Darcy want to see you?
I whispered to Kit. Why would Darcy want to see us?
Still popping away on my fag.
Darcy, we are here to hopefully learn more about the murder that happened in the area recently. The one that your guild has been implicated in, and that we are hoping to come to a resolution of.
You see them visibly kind of take notice of what you say. Yes, we do have an issue right now, but I can't see how that's going. It looks literally at glance how that involves you. You're just a hired murderer.
And you're just a foot soldier.
And we've all been brought together by the Horned God and a companion of his to look into this murder.
Can you roll a persuasion?
Persuasion. You know that this is the one stat I have got the minus.
No
one else is!
Charisma people aren't saying a damn thing!
No one else is talking!
I'm
I
sorry.
have worked
I don't know enough about this game to talk. I think that's
I have worked
13.
I would not know what to say.
It was with a 14 on the dice.
Wait here. And they walk off back into the shadows. But more towards the warehouse side, this side. As you wait there, 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass.
Can I make just when they left an insight check of if they were actually going to get someone to maybe let us in or get someone to set a trap?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
You better than a 5. 10 again.
10?
I rolled exactly the same thing. These crows are
You
hard to
can't really tell. Crows are very suspicious people in general, so they kind of hide a lot. But after 20 minutes pass, another figure comes, a different one. You recognise this person instantly, jostling comes forward, comes straight to you. Vance, I don't have any work for you right now.
We're not looking for work. I'm trying to get a meeting with Darcy.
You know, that's very unlikely, but seeing as I know you, and you're not the most accommodating people, tell me why you want to speak to Darcy.
We're investigating the murder of Duke Francis. Yes. Yeah, we're investigating the murder of Duke.
I like to imagine this is fully in character again. Vance is just like seeing what.
Looking for that confirming nod from Morgan. from Morgan.
Right. Well, as you know, we are being accused of that, which isn't the most ideal situation, so Darcy is being very suspicious of anyone who comes near. As you enter this building, I will need you to give up all your weaponry before you can meet with Darcy.
I go into my bag, pull out 2 daggers, give it to them.
I want you to roll a deception check. This is not your only weapons.
Yeah. It was that visible there. Okay, let's look up what I am doing advanced today.
While this is going on, just
11.
hand over my scimitar.
I'm sorry, Vance, I don't know your companion so well, so we will be doing an actual strip search.
Gonna watch.
Well, I'm not going to make you
I
take
slap her
it.
on the back of the head.
Follow me. And they just go through the front of the warehouse, the doors do open. As you go in, 4 crows come forwards, and they literally start coming up to you and just start patting you down and start taking your weaponry.
I hand it all over willingly as they're doing so.
Anything they would deem as a weapon,
Do they take my gun?
they take your gun.
It's wood.
You can't take risks like this, you know?
I would have been carrying the parasol if they'd taken the parasol.
They look at the parasol.
Very sharp on the end.
It's really not.
Do you need this parasol?
I look up and it's nighttime and I say, not
They
right
take
now.
the parasol. Yeah. Do you have any physical needs where you will need this parasol?
It's nice that they're accommodating to disability here.
Your weaponry is all taken away. They also take your musical instrument away.
What?
Just gotta be careful.
Have they taken my cigarettes?
No.
Good.
Obviously all your weaponry. But you kind of understand, you know this is, as much as you are a jerky character, you know seeing someone like Darcy is, this is the real shit. If you fuck around here, you will die.
This is my professional.
This is your professional reputation, but you're also someone of that high standard.
Yeah.
Will probably put a lot of crossbow bolts in you at a moment's notice. So you will take this very seriously.
Of course. Even I know that.
Yeah. So as you start, you get taken further in warehouse. Now the warehouse is literally a generic warehouse. Nothing looks special about it whatsoever. You come to some wine barrels, and Jocelyn walks up to them and just starts turning around one of the handles. As she pulls it back, the whole thing lifts up, and it just some stairs going down into the bottom of the warehouse. You guys start going down. It's well lit down here now. As you start going down, you start seeing other crows and other. It's pretty packed down here in all the rooms down in the basement area of this warehouse. You get the idea that these guys are scared. They're in hiding, and they're cramped up all in one space. They all see you come in. And there is a lot of them start putting hands on like daggers and something like that. But they do see you with Jocelyn, so they're okay. As you start getting taken further, deeper and deeper within the rooms, you come to one of the back rooms and you see a door, and it is guarded by some really heavy. Now you know these as. They're known as Jays. These are the elite troops in the Crows. They're normally used as muscle in most circumstances, but they are basically the enforcers.
Okay, those are called the Jays.
Yeah. They open the door, and inside is a completely dark room. However, there is a nice ebony table, well lit. This is the only thing lit in the room. And in there is just this quite small halfling at the table, just writing down on paper. Got like those little square glasses on their face. And the hair is very short crop cut. And looks up from the writing, goes, Jocelyn, why are you bothering me? I told you I did not want to be bothered. Raven, I'm sorry to bother you, but Vance is here and with some companions, and they wish to know more about the death of Duke Francis. Now this is odd for you, because you've never actually met Darcy before. And what you're seeing is the most timid looking individual. You were expecting someone huge, someone terrifying, someone literally the epitome of darkness. And you've got this quite kind looking old agely halfling in front of you. Bookish as well, very bookish.
Old version of Freya.
Very bookish version. So it's nothing what you expect. Oh, Vance, I've heard about you. You've done some jobs for us in the past, right?
Yes.
I heard you're quite a professional.
It's a reputation I like to keep hold of.
In fact, so from my notes here, and pulls up a file which is all about you.
How thick is it?
It's pretty thick. I'd say probably an inch thick worth of files in there.
Can I just look a bit smugly at the team? Just
Oh, like 30, 40 pages in.
Yeah. You can look smugly at the team. Yeah, from what I can
Impressive
see,
bitch face, not impressed.
you come highly recommended. Good track record. Interesting. Well, I suppose that means you're worth talking to.
I don't think so.
How can I help? Or should I put, how can you help me?
Well, we understand that you've been accused of the murder of Pope Francis.
Duke Francis.
Oh, there is a side note here, actually. Yeah, it's not the quickest of the bunch, but not a lot of people are.
I just about choke on my cigarette.
Deep sigh.
Everyone was being like, oh, come on.
Now, we have been accused of this. Obviously, we are the Thieves Guild. We get accused of every kind of shady thing that goes on in this city. I would like to point it out there that we had no involvement in this whatsoever. This is not the kind of business we would do, as you must be aware.
I believe you.
Killing nobility is not good for business. Everything is on hold. We are losing a lot of money right now, and I care about the money.
As you so should. That's why we're here to help.
You're here to help. Interesting.
If what you say is true and that you, your organisation is not involved in any way, then that means that our goals align in that we both wish to come to the true conclusion of these events.
What is your stakes in this?
We have been, and I actually just show with the back of my hand immediately, been bound by the Archfell and a number of powerful individuals to look into this as a request from a dead friend.
That is a very odd series of circumstances.
I'm sure you've encountered stranger.
That is true. That is true, actually. Interesting. What are your names?
Well, you know me
Kit. Hi.
Kit.
Hi. Yeah.
Last name?
No last name, just Kit. Just me. That's it.
Jocelyn, will you check our files, please?
Uh-oh.
Jocelyn walks over.
Instantly awkward.
With its top lights up her hand, and you suddenly see everything in this room. All the walls are just documents after documents after documents. Starts going to the K section. Pulls out.
Why couldn't that
Little
library be
document.
organised
Oh,
like
little
this?
document.
Just one page. You get one page.
Oh, okay, okay, that's better than I was expecting, not gonna lie.
It's only the top part that's written down.
Yeah.
Hands it to Darcy. Interesting. There's not much information out there about you.
Should there be?
Well, apparently, according to this, you were owned by a family in the monarchy.
That would, yes.
Some would even tell it as slavery to a certain extent.
Yes. Depends on your outlook on life, really.
This is interesting because you walk into my den with a friend, I would call a friend, as a wanted person.
I just like step behind Vance a little bit.
You don't need to fear, as much as the bounty's not high enough for me really to care about it.
There's a bounty?
Of course.
Hearing the word bounty,
we know that. We know
Freya
that.
suddenly looks a lot less sure
I
about the
just thought-
situation.
I just thought Henry was being facetious. to think there was actually a...
It's not much. More of a, you are being blamed for stealing something from, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, a tobacco company family?
Yeah.
Liard?
Well, Laird!
Laird! Yeah, see, I don't know that. I know the tobacco company.
Yeah. Very famous tobacco company.
And I pulls out a cigarette.
Yeah!
Lights up. Absolutely. I'd be wary of that. It's not a big bounty, but some people are desperate.
Thank you for the heads up.
Who else? Another name, please.
I am Amanita Foxglove of the Shadow Clan of the Peace Lilies and of the Temple of Aran.
Looks at Jocelyn, who starts looking through the names, pulls out a document.
1, 2. How much they got me?
It's like two or three pages.
You all of them know.
Pulls it down, puts it on the table. Looks at it. Looks at you. Do they know?
I'm coming to that. I don't... I trust them. Implicitly. I wish that for them to trust me more before I tell them everything.
And out of kindness, I won't say anything. And I am sorry for your circumstance and loss.
I might be asking if there is a supplier I could talk to at some point.
It is something that possibly we can deal with.
Preferably ethically sourced.
It may cost extra for that.
I'm immediately suspicious about this.
I've been suspicious this whole time.
Yeah. I'm even extra suspicious now.
Let's see how this current conversation goes and the deal that we will strike after this conversation.
Freya's taken like 2 more side steps away from Amanita.
Next,
I am Morgan Scarlett.
again, Rosalind goes to the scrolls. There is a scroll,
I'm wary because obviously I've had feelings against them.
and then pulls out, pauses for a second, and sees another scroll, which is a lot more.
I get 2.
For your sister.
Goes to,
Actually, that's a good point.
goes to Darcy, who takes them both, who have a sibling,
I do.
who seems to have a little bit more of a reputation than you.
It's not competition. Although it is.
Well, she is making some interesting waves in certain communities.
What kind of waves?
Well, I do not like to give information freely, but Rorschach is involved.
I give a very inquisitive, like, very confused look.
This is a conversation you need to have with your sister, but I would say this. There's some political movement going on here by the looks of it. The only reason I say that is because I can see there's potential that you may be in a position for trade.
But not trading me.
No,
Just to clarify.
we don't actually deal in slavery in this guild.
Cool.
We are actually opposed to it.
But the trade for me would be similar.
I'm saying, if you are successful and become leader of your clan, that perhaps you will remember that the Thieves Guild gave you the information and helped you along the way, that you would then trade with us and keep us well looked after as friends.
I'll keep that in mind.
But bear this in mind. Your sister is making waves opposed to maybe your ideals. The problem is, your sister has, by the looks of it, more influential and better reputation than you do as an individual.
One just goes into her own mind at that point.
And finally,
Applewood. I'm probably like right at the front. A for apples and all that. So I'm probably like somewhere down here.
I hope the fall
Your
is
full
just a
name?
bunch of juices that you pass.
Freya.
this one goes. And it's a pretty thick file. It is a very thick file. It's bigger than Vance's.
I just look over and I'm like, you got more than me.
Darcy starts going for it. I go, ooh. Oh.
That looks like a lot of reading. Do you want to just skip to the end?
Well, most of it's just like blurbs, newspaper articles. You're quite famous, aren't you?
Someone could say that.
If only I was still in the kidnapping business. In any case, there is a lot here, and in all fairness, it seems you are quite a nice person.
Oh, thank you.
And probably the most trustworthy person in this group.
I've been nothing but honest.
I can guarantee you don't know everything in that folder. How up to date are your records?
Well, it only goes up to when you were still in the Feywild, so...
Oh,
You
okay.
definitely don't have all the up to date records.
Interesting. So, I'm going to propose something that you work for me.
Oh.
It's very difficult for myself and my compatriots to go out and investigate and essentially prove that we are innocent. So I would like to hire you to work for us to prove our innocence. You seem to be going along this route anyway, so it only seems right.
I guess we're all just kind of looking
I
at
was
each
gonna, I
other.
was
We
looking
all
at the rest
look
of the
around.
team like, yes,
I
yes.
am happy to, as long as our goals align, to work with you. But should I find evidence that you are your guild is responsible for this, please know that I will not be happy.
Understandable.
Could write a strongly worded letter.
Manager. Or you are the manager.
I can assure
She knows
you,
that I am able to do more than write a strongly worded
I
letter.
can assure you, we are not involved.
I don't think they'd pay us to investigate it.
Oh, I'm not going to pay you.
It's more of a favour for a favour kind of situation, I would think. This is what it's being.
Funny definition of working for you.
Business has not been good recently, as you would understand. There's not a lot of money around, and that money is being kept safe just in case. However, if you do succeed in proving our innocence, I will owe you a favour. And you of all people will know how much that means.
Yep.
Whether it is getting you out of jail, whether it's getting rid of an opponent.
Okay, during all of this, if we say yes, how easy is it for us to contact you or vice versa? Like, are you going to be keeping an eye on us? Are you going to be in close contact? Can we send you messages? Could you send us messages?
I'm guessing if
We will contact you, but we know how to contact you.
I'm guessing if we see someone you think might be a member of them, I just do that symbol that Vance did to the person outside. I copy that motion.
You actually did it on the wrong side.
Yes,
yes. That means something completely different.
Kill
I
them.
recommend
Kill
doing
them.
that.
Kill them all.
I think you just insulted her mother.
Yeah.
Where are you staying?
We're in the Queen Bee
Bee.
at the moment.
Yeah.
I realised I
The
said that and then I
Hunt Bee
wasn't sure if I wanted to give that
Thank you for your
information.
straight honesty.
What can I say? I've just got one of those fuzzy
Vance,
faces.
if you want to contact us,
I don't think would be any use.
stick a light in your room at night and leave it on. We'll know which room you're in, don't worry. We have contacts there.
Okay, basically the reason I'm asking, right, is if you're going to say that there's a bounty on my head, I would like to know if anybody is trying to cash in on this. Would you be able to tell me if someone is trying to cash in on this?
If it is, it's a monarchy bounty, so the chances are people would be bold enough to try and get you in the Republic. It's pretty slim.
Okay,
They also have to bring you back. It's a long journey.
valid.
However, desperate people, the problem with desperate people, they tend to be not known to people.
Okay.
So,
If anyone I know is looking for you, then maybe I can give you that information.
Okay.
Seeing as you're helping me, can I assume you are agreeing?
for the time being, yes.
Nods around the room.
For as long as our goals align.
So,
And to be honest, I have my own suspicions. If you are saying that you, take you at your word, that your group is innocent,
I do have a lead for you.
Innocent in this one respect.
Oh yeah, terribly guilty of many others.
I could figure.
The Duke had a manservant called Albert Revere.
Yes.
We actually have him in hiding. Now I understand that may look dodgy. However, after Duke Francis's death, he seeked us out because he feared for his life.
Well, surely you wouldn't harbour a man that you thought was guilty of this. If it means proving your own innocence.
I don't think he's guilty of this at all.
Was there someone specifically you feared his life from?
The Skylark, one of the council members of the Republic. However, I think it's best you go talk to him yourself. The reason I can't really say much is because I can't leave this building, and we're finding it hard to gather information when we're all in hiding. He's in one of our safe houses across town in the Victorian Gardens. I can have one of our crows take you there. Crow 69.
Alright. She's not heard about that.
I actually do just snort out a little puff on my cigarette.
Are we agreed?
Yes, I think Pro 69 is a good name.
Thank you, I chose it myself.
I let it go.
Just checking. Do we know what position the Scarlett holds on the council?
So all the council members are
Eh,
named after birds.
Yes.
There are 12 of them,
Mm.
and they all look after certain areas
That's what I'm saying, yes.
of the Republic. Now the Republic is Norfolk, Suffolk and Cambridgeshire. And he looked after, if I remember correctly, the northern part of Cambridgeshire. And Cambridge itself. Cambridge exists in this world. Now, for those who have been to the Republic before, you would know. Maybe just you, actually. Or you'll probably spend more time in than others, possibly yourself. Is that the Skylark is known to be someone of excessive wealth, but excessive appetite as well.
In terms of food or
Everything. Everything in life. He's a very, very large man, but he is also known for greed. Now, I can't confirm anything Albert has said. As I said, I haven't personally questioned him, nor have any of my elite warriors. So, this will be the first proper conversation. I would obviously appreciate if you could relay that information back to me. but this is the only way we have to have someone to have a conversation with them. So I appreciate you agreeing to this. Claps their hands, and the crow you saw earlier on comes in.
Can I just assess just generally how I feel about this whole conversation? Like, would I have any reason to believe that any of this was a lie or that they were trying to...
Roll an insight check.
Oh, insight. Oh, God. Oh, okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Oh, that's very good. 20. Not nat, but 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
This person is incredibly hard to read.
Okay.
However, you sense there is some genuine, not worry, it's the wrong word, but there's some genuine care to what's going on here. A concern that you feel this person normally wouldn't concern about. You think there's a genuine reason they're going through with this. And
Okay.
maybe it's that fear that the Thieves Guild, it's not going to end because this Thieves Guild is all over the land.
But this one
Just one
faction of...
This one faction of it. And the other, for those like Vance, this is a delicate matter because if something goes wrong here, she may seem weak to the other ravens who may try and take over her territory.
Okay.
And if the crows get blamed, this will affect the crows across everywhere, especially in the monarchy. But yes, if you could lead these to the safe house, which is holding the manservant, that would be brilliant. He bows to the raven and gestures to you to follow him.
Aye.
You follow?
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Takes you back through everywhere.
Just before I leave, I say, who would be best to talk to about my problems?
Jocelyn. Talk to Jocelyn. Vance will know how to find her.
Thank you.
As you go back through, you get back out onto the streets. It's still dark. There's no one around. You have a feeling this area isn't really looked after by the guards. It's all like local security looking after their own property more than anything.
We are giving back our equipment as
You
we
are
go,
giving obviously
so-
back all your weaponry and your musical
musical
instruments and your fake gun and everything
Yep.
like that.
Confidently back on my hip.
Yeah. You get taken across town. And you start walking towards this massive old cathedral. Roman cathedral. As you get closer, it's a very interesting cathedral because it is based off the one god and it is solely the one god. As you start going past there, you see there's lots of people in front of the cathedral and you see a figure you've already seen before. You see the crusader who was following the prince. And he's just standing vigil outside. And he notices you as you walk by.
How does he react as we're walking past?
Yes.
His head follows you a little bit, and he nods in your direction. But it doesn't seem like he's phased.
Huh?
You walk a little bit down the street, and the crow who you're following just down this pathway. And he turns down a pathway, and as you look down the path, it goes downhill, and it's in complete darkness, and it looks like it's going into trees and bushes.
Don't like that.
Again, how far can I see down this path?
You can see him. Can you see in
Yes.
the darkness? You can see pretty far. It looks like he's just leading you down this hillstone path, but there is literally no lighting. And you can see about 60 foot in front of you, there is a hovel of a building at the bottom.
Okay. How do I feel about this again?
How do you feel about it? You tell me.
I mean, I'm on edge. Is there any... Do I have extra I don't have extra hearing.
Roll a
or anything,
perception
do I?
check.
X-ray hearing.
Yeah, extra hearing. Extra hearing and extra hearing.
Can I also listen out?
I can hear your bones.
But I do not trust.
Well, that's a 17. What did you say?
I
Perception?
am very much in my own world, like staring at a lamp, like fire or something.
It is a
Still thinking, are you?
Yeah.
perception.
11.
Again, a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You are rolling high.
I am.
Someone's got to.
You can hear the general sounds of nighttime. An owl in the distance. The rustling of leaves. It feels dodgy because you were walking in the darkness.
Okay.
But other than that, you don't sense any danger around you.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking down the path.
Okay. You all walking down the path?
Freya runs after and grabs Kit's hand.
Oh.
Okay.
Just be like, don't let me trip over anything.
As we're walking
I'm in
down,
the back.
does it feel like having a source of light would be a bad idea right now?
You have a feeling there's a reason it's
Yeah.
in a dark
That's what I'm
area,
asking,
not to
it's
draw
like-
attention to it.
Got it.
What race is the guy we're following?
Just human.
Human, so he either knows the way or he can see.
He goes down. He's expecting you're following him. So as he goes down, he gets to this door of this hovel. And it is literally just a hovel. There isn't much here. Probably a one-room building at most.
So
He gets...
can any of the rest of us see?
Who has dark vision, eh?
Dark vision.
Uh,
I think it's just the two of us.
Yeah, I don't
I
know the
don't.
life does.
Well, I thought you
No,
had your hand up.
It's
so-
you and me.
No.
So really it's just dark for you.
Holding up desperately onto Kit's hand. Ah!
Gets to the door and you hear... And there is a moment's pause. And you hear... Who is it? The raven flies, but never dies. And you hear a voice. Password. And you guys who can't see, don't really see this, but the person leans into the door and you hear some whispering.
Can I hear what the word is? Whispering.
Perception.
Can I also do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all doing it. 10.
21.
That is an
What?
that is an
Okay,
unnatural
those-
20 for
those-
me.
Those
Hey,
who can't
natural.
see,
Unnatural. Unnatural.
it's only those who can see because they can physically see this action happening.
Oh, I was trying to listen.
Yeah.
But no matter.
Right, yeah, we've got a 20 and a 21.
Yeah.
20 and a 21. God.
Again, this is one of my good stats.
Yeah.
I just couldn't roll it last session.
Literally just... The password is blood is thicker than water.
Looks it.
The door opens. And the crow turns around to you and gestures for you to come in. Quickly before anyone else sees.
Yeah, maybe we walk in.
Yes, absolutely.
Is it lit inside?
I'm in the
It
back,
is
so
lit
I am
inside.
Oh, thanks, that's that.
Moving quickly.
But it is
to
literally
walk
just
in.
a couple of candles. It's not too light here, but there's enough for you guys to see. You see another crow with his hood up in here. He turns to the crow and says, "Thank God, I didn't think anyone was ever going to come." Said it's been difficult. I'm hoping in the next couple of days we can move around a little bit more. The Raven has requested these guys talk to the manservant quickly. Right in the corner. You do see in the corner this hobbled man. He's shaking. He does seem generally kind of scared. And he looks at you. He looks sunken face. He looks like he hasn't slept in a while.
Does he look like he's also like not eating?
Oh, he's definitely being fed. You can even see food is around,
Okay.
random and drink and stuff. He is being looked after. Whether he is looking after himself is probably more what you're seeing here.
Fair.
Albert, these are friends of ours, and they are here to talk to you. Gestures to you.
Give him a little wave.
Sorry, guys. I will be here now. When you leave here, I will not be guiding you. I will be staying here.
If he's sitting down, I approach, crouch, so I'm eye level. Let's go. We've been hired by, to be honest, right now, quite a group of people to help clear this misunderstanding that has happened. As I've heard, it's very much involves you.
Yes, so I've been looking after the Duke for about 20 years. I went everywhere with him. He was killed on a hunting expedition outside the city.
Yes, that is a story we know of.
Insight check.
Absolutely.
But I am not looking for the story that everyone knows. I am looking for the story that you know.
I don't know how much I know.
11.
Yeah, you can just see a very scared man at this precise moment in time. Whether that's scared because of bad reasons or good reasons, you're not sure. I don't know loads. The hunt was arranged by 2 of the council members. It was arranged by the Skylark and the Canary. So the Canary didn't go on the hunt. The Skylark was on the hunt. I don't know if you know about the Skylark, but he's a big man. He needed rest, and he told the Duke to go on ahead, and I was told to wait with the Skylark to look after him.
So you didn't see the death?
No, I didn't see the death.
Who had gone with your Duke?
Well, he believed he saw a creature, and he went on ahead by himself. But some of the guards that were with us detached because they went to go obtain refreshments for the Skylark.
So, who told you the story?
Well, I was dead for the most part. I'm just telling you what I know.
Who told you the bits you weren't there for?
Like what?
Like the death? Like what happened?
Well, when they were sent for refreshments and the Duke went on ahead, you know, it spent a little time. The Skylark turned to me and he said, the guards were taking too long. Would you go back to the city and quickly go see where the refreshments are? So I went back to the city. And by the time I came back, the Duke was dead and they found the body.
Who found the body?
Well, the Skylark and his men.
What was the creature he saw to go after?
Oh, probably just some deer. We were looking for deer at the time.
You have been under the liege of your lord for 20 years.
Yes.
Was there any other moment in time you had left his side?
Just, you know, when he wanted his privacy or anything like that. But in
I
general,
mean,
I was always on
other
board.
similar trips.
Was this in keeping
Was
with
you
his
ever
nature?
was you ever sent away before?
Well, no, never really. But
Did you feel forced to go? And I'm gonna insight check. See if he's
Insight.
having some mental like struggle or something.
Would you mind if we, just to guarantee some facts coming out, if I just
23.
cast a spell?
23. You can roll a persuasion check.
Nothing to harm you, I promise.
You feel like this person
Wow, that is a 15. That's
Like
not bad
as
for me.
he's thinking about it.
is feeling a lot of mixed emotions, blaming themselves a little bit
Yeah.
for leaving. They're a bit distraught and distressed because, yes, they have spent 20 years with this person, and you can sense there's a lot of care here. Like, they are in grieving.
Understandable.
They are grieving about the situation, and they do blame themselves for not being there. What spell are you casting? Oh no, persuasion, wasn't it? They turn to you and just go, what kind of spell?
Just something to guarantee that what you're saying is entirely true. This way we'll know for certain if you're being honest with us.
I have nothing to lie about. I only want to see
And
justice.
this will confirm to me that that is all the case.
Please.
I-
That is what you need.
I cast Stone of Truth.
Fair enough. As you cast the spell, obviously it goes over this person. And you...
That is everybody, by the way. Is
Yeah,
offensive.
I'm going to choose to willingly go.
It's weird because as soon as the spell hits them, there's a slight confidence that goes in them. As if maybe people will believe them now.
Why are you in hiding from the Skylark? We've not covered that yet, have we?
When I got back, I went to the body. The body itself looked like it had been beaten up. However, searching the body myself, I found something important was missing from my lord's body.
And what was that?
He holds a certain key that he has a chest in the palace, and the key will unlock that, which will have personal belongings and important documents inside of it, and things the Republic shouldn't know about.
The beatings that were on his body, do they look like they were caused by a deer? Or a creature? What kind of
Skylark's men
One big deer.
say a local monster got to him before they could save him.
And did the marks look like they were similar to those of this monster?
A description of it.
The guardsmen said they did not see the monster properly. It was already running away the time they got there.
What do you think caused the bruising?
I think the Skylark has the Duke's key. Why would the key be off his body?
Also, did the guards actually see the monster?
It was already running away. They saw only a glimpse of it, they say.
Why?
With
Sorry, you go.
with this story, why is everyone claiming it's a murder?
So this is more backstory lore for
They're
you all.
claiming it's an accident,
The
but various people believe this is a murder.
so
But
the
person
Duke,
getting blamed for
the
it.
Duke was a nobility from the monarchy
Uh-huh.
in the Republic. He's died on Republic soil. Now think of it like in the modern world, if an ambassador of another country dies in another country, there's going to be a lot of uproar and questions to it. Now the treaty between the four factions is very, very fragile, and a lot of things can just—it's like a powder keg. War could just be at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Now the monarchy are calling for foul play. They think someone murdered the Duke. Obviously the Republic say no, it didn't happen, it was a hunting accident. However, other people are blaming the crows. So there's lots of misinformation on what's happened.
Okay.
Now these games, special games, were put in place as a peace offering to get people to hear. When you met the prince, he said he was coming here to also investigate because they were invited to look into it themselves. Now you've also been told by Mercutio to investigate this.
Alright. Well, can I ask, is that to Albert, is there any way we could get to this chest?
I'd like to jump in and just say,
Chip you aside.
yeah, ignore him for just 1 second. Why do you think the Skylark is after you? If everything was supposedly an accident, and although yes, you noticed that the key is gone, did you confront him?
I did. I said, "Where is my master's key?" I got shushed, and the guards took me away. And when they took me away, the guards got jumped by the crows.
Okay.
The crows have been looking after me. I will mention there were some where the Duke died nearby. There were some ruins that have been getting some interest lately. Maybe the monster came from there. I'm not saying the Skylark killed the Duke, but he definitely has his key. And now I've been in hiding since, and as soon as he says that, you hear completely different knock.
Sus as fuck.
Open up.
I will head to the door.
You see the two crows who were there just go, fucking shit.
What kind of furniture is in the room with us?
barely any. It's all like floor beds and stuff like that. It's just a one-room hovel. There's nothing here except a small chest in the corner, which is obviously their supplies of like food and just basic equipment.
Yeah.
This is just a quick, safe house just to hide in.
Okay, look at the crows and be like, who is it? 'Cause they know who it is. They have to
So
know
they
who it
know
is.
the voice.
One of the crows does go to the front door, and he opens what looks like a window on the front door, but for those who are looking, you can see it's a magic window.
Ah, so we can see it from this side.
He
and
can
from the
see
other side.
out, but it doesn't look like whoever's out can see in.
Okay.
He looks out, closes it. Looks like some royalty and a guy in like armor. He looks like a crusader from the monarchy. What are they doing here?
Oh, I go to the crows. Just go. Is there another way out?
Yeah, of course.
I suggest
you
You hear another knock.
Would we recognise who these people are then?
You get the idea. It's
I'm-
probably the prince and the crusader.
I
The
suggest-
crusader you just walked past outside.
Oh, okay.
I suggest you two leave and take him with you. Because if these guys see you, they will not look good on you.
If you do not open this door, I will kick it down.
Sorry,
We know-
I'm not surprised that the mics aren't picking D-Dan up because I can't hear a word
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I've been stage quiet, but very awesome.
Stay quiet, still loud.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
I don't know
one
why I've been
You were like
calculating.
literally
quiet.
covering your mouth while you're
Yeah.
Let
But only
me
the DMs are like,
see
Go.
if you have
Be
time.
quiet.
So, sorry, what are our options?
Well, no,
He's saying that he's going to break the door down.
Yeah.
I just-
all you hear is he says he's going to break the door down,
If you
and he
not
doesn't even beat it. He literally suddenly just hear a whop, boom, and the door just goes off the hinges
Wow.
as this giant crusader in heavy armor walks into the room, and he's got his hands up.
Huh?
Sorry about that.
That's a Hagrid moment.
I couldn't. You know what? I couldn't not do it. Sorry, but I had to. It was on purpose. But we just want to talk to Albert.
Why'd you kick the door down then?
In that case,
We're just coming.
Bring
that
all this
case-
attention. You think
Suddenly,
you're facing
the prince jostles forward. He goes, "Chris is not known for his patience. I apologise."
I have a request. If you're going to be coming in, I have cast a spell, a zone of truth, in the area. If you're going to come in, please make sure you're also included in
Which is
that.
interesting, because it's probably why the Crusaders just come forward innocently and just be like, "I come in peace, don't worry." Thank you for your honesty. And looks at all of you and goes, "I do remember you said you were investigating the issue. Surprised to see you are ahead of us."
Got lucky.
Nah, we know what we're
That's a
doing.
lie, and you're in the zone of truth.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless she really believes we got lucky.
Sheer luck that way.
How many people
Yeah,
have been
remember,
pointing us not the
you're
right
all
direction?
telling the truth right now, yeah?
Yeah.
You do see the Crusader lifts the door back up,
Yeah.
and you see him cast a little spell and mends the door. We just want to find out about Albert. We're not blaming the crows. We do not think it's the crows. As you see, the two crows who are there have their hands on their weapons. We're just investigating it, and I want to know the death of the Duke more than any of you. Remember, I said to you guys before, if you help me, I would be most grateful.
He did.
Well, we are.
Are we at peace here?
Yes. We are at peace.
Yeah, our intentions seem to align.
I look at the two crows and I'm like, down boys.
You just see the... Roll a persuasion check. You have high persuasion, so
I
no
do
doubt
have
this is
high
going to be...
persuasion.
Just to be clear, people can, if they don't wish to immediately succumb to the spell, they can just
They can
roll. But I
That
will
is a
know
nat
if they
20.
pass or fail.
Yeah.
It's a nat 20. I think I get a plus 8.
Instantly,
Sit on the ground.
instantly, one just sit down straight away. I just
Oh, hang
like,
on, was that persuasion?
Yeah.
That altogether adds up to 30 then in that
They
case.
both just sit.
A nat 20 plus a 10.
one goes.
That's
Does
amazing.
anyone want a drink already?
Do you have any
Uncle
juice?
Umami as he sits down.
I don't. We're out. We
Daddy,
drank the last of it today.
Aw.
We're running low on rations, but I have some water and I have some cheese and bread. Anyone want any cheese and bread? The royalty and
This is
the
not
crusade
important.
denies. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Carry on. Kind of looks bashful, that kid, just like, oh, carry on. Yes, I will look busy. And goes to the corner of the room and starts moving things around for no reason. The prince just go and kneels straight to you, the manservant. And you see Albert physically recognize him and go, oh, my prince, thank God you're here. And he starts relaying the whole story to the prince. I won't repeat it, obviously. There's no new information. He says exactly what he told you guys. The prince does stand up and turns to you. I think it would be worth us going into the Skylark's home.
And confronting him directly?
That
Are
sounds
we-
like a bad idea.
Are we
I'd say-
talking of doing this openly, or
No, not directly.
in that case we'd probably be needing to talk to our friends over there. Just look over at the crows.
Why do you think we need to go into the Skylark home? I say this to the prince.
Whatever the circumstances are, the Duke's death, the one thing we are sure of, most likely, is that he has the key. I would rather go into his place without him knowing, search for the key, if it's there.
Would it not make more sense for him to keep the key on his person?
Possibly. But it's easy to incriminate someone if they have the physical item on them.
In that case, I suggest we also look into the canary then. As
The canary
Albert
was-
had said, the huntership was organised by both the canary and the Skylark.
But
he
only
did
the
But
say
the
Skylark
canary
canary
did not
wasn't
go.
There, yeah.
Well, that we know of.
What do we know of the canary?
What do we?
Now, the Canary owns the northern part of Norfolk, where the Queen used to live. Sandrian Castle. That's his main base of operations. But you know he is one of the current council members who's looking after Norwich. There always has to be two of the council members at Norwich. And he's the one who's actually overseeing the whole games. He's the one who's arranged the whole event. So you can imagine he is pretty busy right now.
Do you think, as a question to Albert, there would be any way to access this chest that unlocks without
The
necessarily...
prince says, "It is okay, I have the chest.
Ooh.
Don't mind
I
that.
just don't have the key and it's magically locked."
So as long as we got the chest. doesn't matter if we get
Why
the
do
key.
you have the chest? This is something that Freya is just like
Yeah.
stupidly oblivious to. Like
Obviously the Duke's belongings were in the palace. And it seems what was left of the Duke's local guard had been guarding it. And I don't think whoever has the key, I'm assuming the Skylark, or whoever is murdered the Duke, as I'm still assuming he was murdered, couldn't get access to the chest. There is obviously another plan and action to get to that chest, I have no doubt. They're not going to give up that easily. But for now, my guards are guarding it.
I feel like a wonderful distraction for that sort of endeavour would be a citywide games.
Agreed.
Which makes me wonder, if you were to organise a game of this magnitude, how long would you think it would take you for just preparing such an event? Because this seems oddly quick and soon,
I
Come
think
straight
these
onto the deck.
games,
which makes me think it's been in
A
motion
bit-
for a while.
yes, agreed. I feel like someone's been planning the games for a very long time. Whether that is because the events of the Duke's death were in line with it. But they have arranged these games a little bit too quickly. Now the Canary has arranged these games, but it was decided at a council of them. If they went against it, it would have never happened. But then again, politics. People are bought.
Yeah.
Could be, it might not even be the Canary, might not even be the Skylark. I'm more leaning towards either one of them personally, but the Skylark, Albert thinks, has the key. And that concerns me more for my country than it does necessarily the death, which I will also get to the bottom of.
If he doesn't have the chest, then there's no problem. If he can't get to the chest, a key with no chest is no key.
In theory, I do still need what's inside there myself,
Why?
because it has important documents for the monarchy and secrets that the Republic shouldn't know about.
Remembering
Let
all
alone
this
us.
is definitely true.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Alone, this is not information.
He's being very careful with what he says as well.
How do you know that there's stuff in there that he shouldn't have? The Republic shouldn't have.
It's not like we didn't talk to him. I mean, he was part of the royal family.
My main thought is, if they had murdered the Duke for the key, for the chest, how would they have come across this information? Do you believe that there is a mole, that's it, within your...
I don't know if there's a mole. I would normally suspect these guys in gestures to the crows. Hence probably why they're suffering right now. However, I can't believe a thieves organisation would like a whole city shut down. And really, war. I don't think war is profitable for anyone. Well, for some people, but that's a different story.
Just double checking. So, yeah, sorry, background out of character. The Duke is with the Republic and the Prince is with the monarchy.
Yes.
No, the Duke is also the monarchy.
He's the
Monarchy.
He's
This
the
is why it's a problem.
okay, because
Canary,
we're in the
Skylark,
Republic.
Republic.
Yes.
We're in the Republic.
Right.
So the Duke was
here
basically
on.
visiting as an ambassador, and he died on their soil.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And the monarchy is accusing them of foul play.
Right.
We're all getting this crime intrigue going on here.
Political intrigue. Fun.
Mm.
In any case, turns to Chris. You're welcome to join me, but I'm going to concentrate on guarding my chest until after the games. When everyone's celebrating, I'm going to go and investigate inside the Skylark's house and see if I find anything.
Question. Has anybody actually investigated the crime scene yet?
I mean, we've been out there. We went there pretty much straight away after we left you guys. We did all the royal pageantry celebrations. It's been quite a while since the actual incident, so it's been over a week.
In that case, since you'll be looking to Skylark, I have a suggestion of a plan. If you're going to be doing it after the games, why not hire us as some extra muscle bodyguards
Cough, paid cough.
that you were impressed by with our showing in the games?
Funny, charisma character actually talking. Go for it. Roll the persuasion check.
I got a persuasion check for the money collected.
You be careful you don't put them at disadvantage.
Please don't put me this much. 21.
That is not a bad idea. You are obviously capable because you were here before us. And yes, I will offer pay.
Is the Skylark definitely going to be attending the games, at least as an audience?
He has to.
He has to.
He's technically the second currently of organising the games as well. And I believe from what I understand, the Canary has put him in charge of the arena itself. Just the functioning of it. making sure it's well supplied with drinks, food, everything like that to keep the common rabble happy. Shall we agree on that then?
I turn to the group and nod. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that works for me.
Agreement.
Deal?
As soon as the game's finished, the final duel. I'm hoping Henrik is in it, at least wins it. Oh. Yeah, it feels a sudden tense, doesn't it? Are you also in the games?
Oh yeah.
All of us.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing your matches. See the capabilities of this group. Do you have a name?
Working on it.
We've only
No.
been travelling together for 2 days.
Ah, that's fair.
I've only just met these guys.
Not something we put much thought into. In fact, we're still working out who's in charge.
That's fair.
Team effort.
You are working incredibly well together for not really knowing each other.
It's,
The heat
We'll
of
go
battle
with that.
can force a lot of teamwork. I found out.
I think we should go separate ways. After the games, let's you're staying at the
The Queen's meeting.
Are we just telling everybody where we're staying now?
we'll come
Let's face it, they
we'll
already
come
know.
meet you and then we'll go from there. Okay?
So we're trying to get into the Scarlet's house after the games,
Yes.
as opposed to during when he's going to be in attendance.
Let's put it this way. When the final game happens, everybody will be celebrating, the streets will be empty, as everyone will be around the arena getting drunk, celebrating, and the council members will have to be there to reward the winners, shall we say.
Unfortunate if we happen to be those.
Agreed. However, not always the winners actually care about the getting gloried by all the screaming fans and the adulation.
The whole party is looking at each other like, don't know about you, but I am.
I was staring specifically at Freya, like, well, I know this one likes the fucking limelight.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Also, that was the
appreciate
first we've ever heard
It is
earlier.
attention I would like.
The mention to us specifically about there being newspaper clippings and you being famous. We've all now heard that.
it. I will leave you to it. Go on, Chris. Thank you all.
I just point to the door handle this time as you start to leave.
Chris, he looks at you. And there is a slight
As
guilty
they-
expression on his face.
As they approach the door, I'm going to use, I think it is thaumaturgy to cause it to open for them.
You do that, but the door doesn't move.
Mhm.
Huh. So the enchantment wasn't broken when you broke down the door.
And one of the crows goes, well, we didn't expect a giant of a man to kick the door down, to be honest, but we have a little magic protection. Little. And even the crow opens the door to let them out. He's not taking risks of this door breaking ever again.
Shit's expensive, yo.
Albert goes with them, though. He just stands up and he starts to follow him. The prince does turn around and just say, Albert, I don't know if it's wise for you to follow us right now. Could you stay here just a little bit longer? I will come and collect you.
There's only so much he can do to protect you within the walls.
I think it's too risky. Albert does nod. You can see he doesn't want to do that, but to him, this is royalty.
Yeah. What time is it right now?
It's pretty late.
Like 10, probably.
Probably more
11.
getting towards 11ish
Yeah.
after this conversation. And Albert goes and sits back in his corner. But you see he's a lot more confident. He's a lot more happy
Calmer.
about the situation. Yeah, a lot more calmer. The prince nods at you all and walks out. The crusade follows.
Albert, in case of worst comes to worst, do you have any means of defending yourself?
Not really.
I take out my daggers, but I don't really need them. Just hand them to him.
He takes them and he holds them like in either hand, like not really knowing what to do with them, and he's like,
Aim for their eyes.
No, don't, not like that.
Twists them. Holds them correctly. Now you teach him how to hold it correctly.
Hold them correctly and just going like self-defense zone. Do not pull these out for any other reason.
The gentleman watching you, Crow 69, might be able to teach you a little bit more about using them.
Crow 69's like, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. We have time. We have loads of time. I'll teach him something.
Please
Yes,
make sure
yes,
the
you
blades stay pointed
Yeah,
away.
yes, I will. Yes.
Please try and make sure the blades stay pointed in the right direction for
Crow
this one.
420, make sure he teaches him correctly.
God, 420 and 69.
I picture that's like a little name.
Tattoos on their arm, yeah. Why did I get
Hitman style
69?
barcodes.
What was the chances I was the 69th crow to join the group?
Not.
Nose every time.
That's right underneath it.
Noise.
69.
Yeah, no idea where the voice
There's
comes
like a
from.
window in the wall and this guy just noise. Are you guys moving on?
I guess so.
I think so.
Head back to rest for the night.
Yeah.
And then get up early for the games.
You sure? As we're walking back, I do just turn to the group and say, before we all retire for the night, I feel after what was said, I owe you all an explanation. Would you mind just meeting all together in one room just so I can explain a few things about myself?
I just attempt, because I'm not sure if your spell's still going, I just attempt to lie. Am I able
The
to?
spell is still going. It's not still going.
No, because it was just in the house.
Yeah,
Right?
it was
Yeah,
on a
you're
druid
heading
in
back.
it was a
Yeah,
location.
back.
You're
No,
no
I
longer.
don't want to know by in. Oh my god, I can lie again. Oh thank god.
Now that we're back at the inn.
Honestly, a very useful spell to have that one.
I look around. How busy is it, or is it pretty?
It's still pretty busy. As the games are on, this place is packed constantly. And you come into the entrance, the same person at the entrance is like, oh, welcome back. You have rooms, right?
Yeah.
Already, yes.
Yeah.
Have you paid for
Jangle
this
my little
night?
key.
I
I've still got a key, right? We paid
Was
for
it
a
not-
couple of nights.
No, it's one night.
assumed it was multiple nights as well.
5 gold pieces a night.
I want more room back. I want my room with a view.
10 gold pieces.
Fine.
The games are going on for 3
3 days.
3 days.
3 days, the games.
Right, can I just keep my key this time?
Well, if you want to pay for the next 3 nights,
Yeah.
that's 30 gold.
Yeah.
30 gold, please.
Well, I'll tell you what, since we're staying for a few nights, I get a discount, right?
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Why no?
Because
We're in the games.
like I can. Like, do you know how everybody wants to stay here? You were lucky to get rooms in the first place.
I think the
rooms still
implication.
available if everyone
I just
pays
paid
to stay here.
40
Trust
gold
me, if your
to
rooms
cover
go,
the 2
they're
rooms
gone.
I bought
Everywhere's
before.
booked now. The
Alright.
games literally start tomorrow. You came the day before.
I just give 40 gold to cover the 2 rooms I got before for at least 4 days.
And I go for 30 golds. No, 40 gold. I can't. How many
30
golds?
gold would be another
covering-
3 nights.
Yes,
I'm covering
that's
an
what I
extra
need.
day just in case.
I paid 15 for that.
Because there's that will get it solved and it'll leave that same day.
Okay.
Keep your keys. Thank you very much.
Blow up.
Would you like a
smoke
table?
and leave.
It's quite late. I think I'd rather just go to the room myself.
Are we going up to your room?
I suggest our room since we have the most.
I feel very
space
anxious with the
for
Goliath
2
asking me
beds.
that question.
I hold intense eye contact.
There was none coming back. It's like looking
I
away,
just start
looking
walking.
away.
I just
I
start
don't
walking
blink.
upstairs while these two are having a staring contest.
No, I'm being stared at. There's no contest.
As you
Let's
travel
go
back
upstairs.
upstairs, you go to your room, I'm assuming. As you all go inside.
Sorry, the look.
I like the
That
fact
was
that
just
the
for
crows
the
were
look
like,
you
"Yeah,
just
we're
gave
gonna be
me."
in."
Huh?
We didn't even know what room we were going to be in. So the crows were all like, yeah, Vance, stick a light in your window, and we didn't even know we were going to get another room.
No,
in
the
the
crow
hotel.
said, we'll find out which room you're in.
Oh, right, okay.
They have their way.
I said we'll be able to know, basically.
Yeah. They didn't just automatically know. They didn't even know which inn you were in. You're the one who said it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I assume they'll find out the truth anyway.
Yeah.
So we're all compiling into this one room.
You can hear the distant tavern music now. It's kinda nice. It's not
Lovely.
drawn.
Very jaunty.
Yeah.
So, I think we need to go over a few small things. Firstly, you're wanted. I point at Kit. Secondly, you're famous. Thirdly,
You're wanted.
you're weirdly known to the crows. Thirdly,
Fourth.
yes, fourthly. Sorry, I'm losing track of numbers. You are vying for leadership of a clan?
I am in a contest of sorts with my sister to be the next leader of my clan.
I thought your sister died.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
thought she was
what
just
you assumed.
missing.
No,
Not
that's
missing.
what you told
No,
us.
I said I haven't seen her.
Yeah, haven't
in
seen
years,
her in years. That was
is
all
what
I
I
heard.
said.
And you got the funeral invite.
Me and my sister are twins.
It says here dead. You definitely
don't-
said dead.
I have no recollection.
written that.
I have no recollection of you saying dead. I think
dead.
you just
I don't-
inferred dead.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember him saying dead.
There was definitely dead was
I'm
never said.
so sure we heard dead because I said
I'm
how you
always
got
looking
the
at old notes.
because you got the note.
Because
Look
mine
at my
says
own.
missing sister.
I'm writing awfully suspicious next to your name. Awfully.
All I've written down next to your name is good at maths.
Vance will remember that.
Yeah.
Not very well though.
Yeah.
Vance might remember that.
Vance may recollect this
and
wrong.
finally, I have some explaining of my own to do. And I'm not going to ask you all to tell me about your life stories without me telling you a little bit about my own first. I don't wish to go too far into it right now, but my entire clan, I was travelling. I'm sure a number of you have heard of the Peace Lilies.
Yeah, you would. Even you would know about the Peace Lilies to a certain extent, as they are neutral to all the factions. In fact, they are pretty much welcomed by all the factions to the point they are freely allowed to walk everywhere. Their sole job after the cataclysm is to close the rifts that are opened up to different planes. One of the rifts, for example, Freya came in through to come to this area.
Some realms are okay to leave
Some
open.
realms are okay to travel between.
We've had a confirmation that dead was mentioned.
Oh, really?
I never said.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Yeah, when you said it, like, your sister was making waves in political circles, I was like, making? And I thought that was what you were going to react to. It was like, you mean she's alive?
No. She's alive.
Well,
So your sister's not dead.
No.
It's good that Asmo is there to be our lawkeeper.
yeah.
He's like, no, that was said.
Did I say dead? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't.
So
I don't
do you have
remember
to
it,
know?
but that doesn't mean it wasn't said.
Why do you have to know?
Anywho, let's
Anyway.
move on.
No, it's important. Why do you have to know? She's alive. It was addressed to her.
You know the answer now.
Yeah.
In any case,
Anyway,
the Peace Lilies are important because
Yeah, you weren't invited.
they stop more deadly creatures like dragons coming into the world by closing these rifts. So you all are aware of their important role within the land.
So the Peace Lilies are split into 5 factions. One for each of the elemental planes, earth, fire, air and water. And then one, which was my clan, dedicated to closing breaches to the Shadowfell. A much darker land, like a dark mirror to our own. Similar to the land you came from, Freya, but like a twisted and evil version of it. Whereas yours is the wondrous and the one we protected from was not. It was my family and my clan's job to travel to breaches, to tears between realities, and deal with the threats that would come through. And we were very good at it. Unfortunately, on an excursion into the monarchy, we encountered a being much stronger than we had intended or realised we were going to be coming up against.
The stream of
I
the
just
stream.
heard my own voice. And it went south quickly for my clan. The creature that we fought killed my entire clan, and I was the only survivor's the wrong word. I was cursed by the being that did this, and he took me under his thrall for, over 10 years. I was working with him. I do not remember most of this time. It still comes back in flashes, but I was not in control of my own actions, and since I have regained myself, I've done everything in my power to try and put an end to what is being done by creatures such as him. The creature I'm talking about goes by the name of Lord Blackwater. And he is the master of Henrik, who is fighting in these games, which is why, in case you're wondering, I've taken such an interest in the games and in him himself.
So Henrik's Lord has placed a curse upon you.
He has cursed me, yes.
What is the curse?
It might be... No, please don't react badly to this.
Oh, we're well past that stage, actually.
I hold up my wrist and
wait.
let you take my pulse.
I'm waiting for your reaction.
Right?
There isn't one.
Right?
You notice at the same time I'm not breathing.
Cool.
And
But you're also still moving?
you now notice the flask that I've been drinking of that you might have assumed was red wine. Looks a little bit thicker, maybe, than a red wine should be.
Cool.
Cheers.
Would we know what a vampire is?
Rolling, I don't know, nature check.
As much as myth laws
A
and so far.
nature check?
Nature.
Where's Oh, okay.
10.
Alright,
I got
okay,
a 0.
okay.
Kind of,
I got
I'm trying to
11.
think what other thing I can roll. Maybe
I mean, history.
Arcana?
Arcana?
Choose history or nature, I would say more for this.
I've got 0 for both, but I rolled an 18.
Oh.
Out of nowhere. Vance just go, what? You suddenly just think, I think I've heard a story about this. About you. You read Dracula. It's like the one book you've read.
Harry Potter and Dracula.
Harry Potter and Dracula. From the
Amazing
old
reading
world.
list.
It's like the one thing you think. Sounds familiar. There is obviously stories
Twilight.
told. There is stories told about vampires, werewolves, and they are real things in this world. Because all the myths and fairy tales have come back into existence. You know these things exist, but because so many stories have come back all at once, for a lot of you, it's mixed information of what's real and what's not.
Right.
But for you, you're like, this sounds way too familiar to me, and it's a story that you have heard of personally.
Okay.
So yes, you think it might be along the lines of vampire, but there's many different types of what a vampire is. He could be something extremely evil, who may turn into a bat. You've heard all different stories of what vampire is.
You
Let's
have
put it
seen me
that
turn into a horse.
No, he hasn't. I have.
Oh, you have. You didn't see the horse, did you?
I don't think so.
No,
It'd be
it
more
was
like
just me.
the bat from the Batman, the creature, or
What's that
you
film
know,
where it's like vampire cows?
there's many different
I don't
stories
know, but I want to watch that.
about human bats, essentially, or vampires. Do you say anything to the group, or
Yeah, I go.
At that, I say, shockingly, of all the people to work that out,
Well, I don't know what you're on about.
Well,
the curse placed upon me was not quite as normal, but it was a curse of vampirism.
Cool.
if this is a curse, as you say, there's a chance I might be able to do something to help you.
I doubt it. I've spoken to many people.
There.
Where'd you get the
Would would you be willing, for my own interest, to at least give it a try?
I would certainly.
Of all the
be
things to
trying
kill the
anything.
DM.
I summon the sword.
it's like
I summon the sword. I tap you on the head with the hilt, and I'm gonna cast Remove Curse.
Ooh. Bonk.
Ooh.
I would like you to roll an Arcana check at disadvantage.
There.
I would also like you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Watch me suddenly roll really well.
I hope I don't roll
If
well.
this
'cause if,
works.
if I kill you,
We
that'll
just
be
Whole
bad.
character arc.
Yeah,
That's a 5.
21.
Ooh.
At disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
11. killed our cleric.
How many spell
There's
slots
a
have
lot
you
of
got?
rolling going on here.
I'm a warlock. I get
2 spell slots a day.
So you can try
every
again.
short
21
rest.
points of psychic damage.
Oh!
And
What was that?
the weird thing is, you hear a voice in your head.
I instantly.
I do, or
You do.
I do.
I instantly retract the sword, seeing you in pain. Like unsummon it.
What the shit was that, dude?
That's not normal.
You hear, oh, so that's where you are.
You immediately notice me almost begin to tremble in fear.
I'm sorry. That does not normally do that.
Be careful, little one. I haven't forgotten you. I've just been a little busy. Soon, my lady and I will bring you back into the fold, our collection.
I
Say hi to Henrik for me. And the feed just goes.
appreciate the efforts you made there, but I fear that you may have just alerted the Black Waters as to my current state and where I might be. I immediately start pacing whilst I'm talking. You actually notice that I'm pacing. I'm getting awfully close to the walls on either side, but I'm just like walking back and forth, thinking and muttering and talking and sort of explaining the situation. At one point, I'm walking and I just go up the wall. I just literally start walking up the wall, across the ceiling,
As
down the
you're
other one.
pacing, there is something you notice.
Oh?
Your holy symbol has a crack in it.
Would it still function as an arcane focus, or...?
I guess you'll see, won't you?
May I make a request, and that nobody try and fix me anytime soon?
Very much acknowledged.
Either way,
So you're telling me that you were dead before that time I saw you die?
I wouldn't say dead. I think the term is undead, but I've been...
Dead.
I'm not... Yes, I suppose half dead does sound good. I've been half dead for many years. About 14 now, to be exact. I will point out that Amanita looks like she's about 19, maybe 20 years old.
Where do you get the blood from?
And looks up at the ceiling.
Looks up at the ceiling where Amanita is currently pacing. One of the benefits to working... One of the benefits to working with the priests of the dead is that I don't have to harm another person to be able to get a fresh supply of recently deceased's blood. Unfortunately, if I'm working with this group, I'm not performing my duties and performing funeral rites, so I'm having to look elsewhere.
That's fine, we kill a lot of people anyway.
I would rather
You're
not be
taking blood
killing
from
people.
innocent people?
People who are already dead and passed on.
Yes, but the lack of respect to the dead.
I'm also the one that performs the full funeral rites for these individuals, passes on all of the condolences to their families.
I think it's more like recycling.
And I hate to admit it, but Morgan is right. It's not like they're using it at this point.
I was going to say vegan vampire, but then I was like, I don't think it is.
No.
Just bite it into a tomato.
It's
Ethically
ethical.
sourced, yeah.
Ethically sourced vampire, yeah.
It's like free-range vampire.
Free range vampire, yeah.
The sun doesn't affect you?
I've seen it affect others under my old master's command much worse than it does me. Have you noticed that I walk with the parasol out whenever in direct sunlight? It is uncomfortable but not damaging.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, it's a
Back
good
on the
question.
floor at this point.
Good question.
Yeah. Just, can you see your
Darn it.
reflection?
I mean, I don't eat.
But you don't. It doesn't like burn or make you go, huh?
Looks at DM for confirmation.
There's a lot of stories about vampires.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Should I just go through a few and just list off what I can and can't do?
And
Holy
the,
no,
the
no,
whole
let's figure it
garlic,
out.
the whole garlic is a story.
Yeah.
and it is because that particular vampire just did not like garlic. That's all it is. He's not it doesn't actually kill him. It doesn't affect him in any bad way.
He just really didn't like.
He just hated it so much that he had such an adverse reaction when someone handed him some garlic that they now think that hurts vampires, which it does not. That's an absurd thing to think that garlic would hurt a vampire.
It is. Agreed.
Well,
but that's the story I read. So.
Yeah, yeah, that's the story you read.
I could just see on Freya's face that she's going to a vampire hunter and just kitting herself out in all protection stuff.
And let's put it this way: a stake in the heart, also a valid option to kill anyone.
Yeah, I was about to say, a second heart will kill anybody. Although, a strange one is any silvered mirrors I actually do not have a reflection in.
Just specifically silver ones.
Yes, it's strange that the silver is actually the... people think it's all mirrors with vampires. It's just the silver backing of mirrors that causes the problem. So, pool of water, absolutely fine.
Ah.
The more you know.
What about crucifixes?
You're
I
fine.
literally work with the church.
I'm just making sure. I've never seen you in front of a crucifix.
So,
what
for
is
you,
your holy symbol?
For
It's the
anyone,
crouched
really,
black
a lot
gem
of
around
the
my neck.
religious temples,
didn't
clerics,
sense
shall we say, have powers against the undead,
Uh-huh.
and would, in a sense, as you would know, would be very adverse to you, and maybe have cast them out as well, in certain situations. So,
But it's interesting because being religious myself and following the teachings of a god, I am also able to abjure the other undead. So that's interesting.
I was going to say, as a cleric, what happens when you cast Turn Undead?
It's
Well, I guess you
uncomfortable.
turned
but
undead.
I mean, she tries not to laugh at that one. It's slightly uncomfortable again, but it doesn't affect me in the same way that it does those I cast against. And this weapon I carry with me, and I actually show you the scimitar, is actually designed to fight undead creatures. Please know that I am not here to turn anybody to my side. All I wish for is to rid the world of the Black Waters and their kin, and then die a peaceful death myself. That is all I care for in this world, and yes.
Good to know.
And I will also point out, Mercutio was aware of my condition and situation.
I trust you.
I don't.
Just gonna throw that out there.
How many more people?
You would
are-
both be justified in what you choose.
How many more people are aware of your condition?
Some of the higher ups in my contacts within my church. The Black Waters, obviously.
I'm guessing Darcy.
At least one member of the Thieves Guild, I now know.
Yep.
And I would imagine most people in the employ of the Black Waters. Henrik is definitely aware. He sort of was in the inner circle with them. I also need to point out, Lord Blackwater is a vampire, a full-blooded vampire master.
Who is so?
Lord Blackwater. But Lady Blackwater is not. She's something else entirely. As far as I can tell, she might actually be human.
from what you know,
Never mind.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
from what you know she's incredibly powerful.
You don't know what she's thinking.
You know, incredibly powerful sorcerer,
Yes.
but that's all you have.
Yes.
Make her a werewolf.
I would rather not carry a secondary blood curse. I'd rather not be carrying any, but we just saw what happened when it was attempted to cure my current one. Anyway,
So there's no cure.
that's more talking. We don't know. There is rumours of cures out there, but this is enough
I
talking
mean, there's
about me.
clearly cures, but something is blocking this one.
We will have to remove Lord Blackwater from the equation, I believe, to make anything happen.
I don't have a cure, but I have something that might make you feel a little bit better.
Amanita looks
Suspicious.
terrified.
I just put my arms out.
Oh.
Wait, are you still
I
upside
mean, it
down on
doesn't.
the ceiling?
No, back on the right.
Also, you are incredibly giant.
Yeah.
By
You
the
probably
way.
just pluck
But
her
clearly
off.
at this
I'm-
point it's become a thing.
Amanita
compared
just
to
sort of
the
freezes, but doesn't sort of shy away from a hug.
I just hug you.
Ice cold.
Just tap you. Yeah.
I just watch you just disappear into the arms of this giant.
Half tempted to just do a wild shape right now, just to fuck with him. But that's not Amanita. That's just me personally.
It's very warm. It's very sweaty. And you're probably about.
Oh right, I thought you meant in general.
Probably
not-
I was like, calling,
I didn't say how I feel right
calling
now.
Vance an it is really mean.
You're not far from the height of the armpit.
I wave my hand and cast the thought. I don't. Just want to throw back to session 1.
It's a nice moment.
That was a lovely gesture.
Amanita will remember that. I've talked about myself for more than I've ever done in my entire life. Could somebody else answer a few questions, please?
Yeah, knock at the door.
Shit.
Room service?
Wait a minute.
Nobody ordered in service.
No, I just go door to door. I can hear it on the other side and see if you want any room service. I
Oh,
should
right.
refresh it. Would you like any room service?
And this just immediately turned
Hang
into
on.
some suspicious Bond scene. Like,
Why does this voice sound so
If we open the door and there's a guy in a bowler hat,
yeah.
slam it
Dark.
shut.
Arlen, is that you?
No questions asked.
That's the name of the...
The bard, yeah.
Wasn't it?
No, I just work here. Rooms? Do you want anything? Open the door. It literally is someone dressed in the uniform of this workplace going and going.
So,
Room service.
Do you have any juice?
We have plenty.
I would like some apple juice.
We actually have a six option this time. Tomato juice.
Ooh, no, I want apple, please.
Okay, apple juice. Anyone else? Would you like any food, by the way?
do you need like light snacks?
We have it on the menu.
Can we just get like a sharing platter?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's
Share
just do
platter.
that.
Yes,
Platter.
yes.
No, I'd like to see the menu actually. I think.
And you a menu.
Thank
How
you.
do we devolve into this every session? Every session we end up kind of like discussing menu options. And Harvey goes into full server mode.
We
I'm like,
all-
"Yeah, what would you like?
Because you have a
What do we
serious conversation, you just have to have a little
we all love
brevity to
food.
then go
I was
back to
about
the
I was
serious
about to try and
conversation.
get it to brevity, I promise.
Yeah, to get it back to it.
Your burger, is that ethically sourced?
Yes, it's actually freshly hunted every day.
What's the cheese that you include on top of it?
Well, you could choose goat's cheese or...
I knew you were going to say goat's cheese. It's the only one you can think of, wasn't it?
We have some very rare Leicester cheese.
Yeah, I'll take some Leicester. Who's putting goat's cheese on a burger? And can I get a couple of onion rings just as a share as well?
Absolutely. Do you know? Delicacy here. They can't get onion rings anywhere else.
Really? Just here?
I want to leave the room.
Anyway, take your orders, get some food, get some drinks. Now we can carry on.
Oh, dear.
So what's this about you being famous?
That was a life long ago.
You know,
I've answered a lot more questions.
That bit's all way more interesting.
Because
Yeah, I used to, I used to travel with the circus, a bunch of different circuses, to be honest. Just kind of roaming around the Feywild, performing, and
Hang on, did you say SeaWorld? Oh, Sea the World.
She probably went there too, who knows?
roaming around SeaWorld.
I had a moment, I had to double check the information.
That's actually just the elemental plane of water, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. So yes.
Another can of apple juice on the fridge.
I'm just a little worried that obviously you can understand why I'm trying to keep a low profile, and I can imagine Kit would also like to do the same now, knowing that
I
there is
didn't know I had to until about
now that they know there's a bounty on their head.
Hmm?
I'm curious as to how a celebrity is going to fit into that.
well, I didn't realise you guys were trying to keep a low profile. I mean, it's my face. What can I do?
Big hoods. Fancy pair of earrings out of those balls. Like, a few things to think of, but yeah.
No, I came through to this this realm from the Feywild because I thought there would be sort of fresh pickings. I heard that there was that Professor Fitzpatrick and his fantastic antics. I thought that they might be kicking around. Turns out it's complete fraud.
Like
Absolutely not the original that I went to see.
Well, it's
Did
definitely
you-
not the original. It's definitely not the original.
Did you get famous here, or did you get famous in the Feywild?
In the Feywild.
That does help slightly.
So there might be the odd person from the Feywild who might recognise me. It was a little while ago that I used to do this performing. But, you know, I came to this world because I thought I could make a new name for myself under the same name.
Was this for the flea?
The flea. This is the flea, yes. Yes, indeed. I was the Halfling Cannonball. And I was quite the spectacle in my time.
That's where I know you from. That has been bugging me for 2 days now.
Not a clue, so it's...
Yeah, no.
Probably none of you would actually. The only one, maybe yourself, as you work with the druids, with the riffs and stuff like that, there is a chance you may have heard the name. It's quite a famous name, so. But not like. It's one of those. I've heard that name before. Kind of situation.
Kind of like D-list celebrity
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of deal.
Yeah.
D-list here, A over there.
Well, that's
kind of
okay.
thing.
That's a nice name for a famous person. I'm gonna name my child this.
Okay, that
I mean,
seems...
if I was performing in different cities and venues, especially around the
You were very hidden.
Republic.
Monarchy,
Okay.
you're thinking.
Monarchy's a bad place.
Yes, but that's where you've been the majority of the time.
Yes.
Monarchy is a
This-
bad place.
I've made it into the Republic. I
You-
suppose as soon
yeah.
as we got here.
You haven't been there long.
Okay, fair.
You're
Yeah.
quite a new child to the whole land, let's put it that way.
Okay, it's just nice not to be
You're quite
chased down
naive
for change.
to information, should we say, about
Yeah,
things
okay.
around
I guess then let's do this in an organised kind of way. I'll go next. Anyone got a question?
you. You do hear a knock. Sorry, I have a letter here for the flea.
You fucked it.
I feel like this person's waiting every time we stop a conversation.
It's from a Sirius?
Okay. I'll crack the door open.
Just a letter for you. Thank you very much. See you later. But close the door.
You forgot well.
I assume you're reading the letter.
Yeah, so I will read it now, but I'm not showing everybody what it is.
It says, Dear Flea, it was so lovely to meet you today. I can say from the
Same
deepest
day.
of my heart, it was an experience that Rose won't forget. Anywho, contrary to my honest nature, I've decided not to go with your wishes, and have already sold Rose to the Lord of Summer for vast sums of money. As always, plans don't normally go as we wish. And as the Feywild has a very different difference of time in here, it's already been several months. And some form of anti-magic prevents me from saving Rose. I'm sure she'll be fine for now, but eventually she will be found out, and the Lords of Dance are not the most forgiving. No doubt, the Lords will go on their legendary storm hunt for you, because I may have mentioned you've been training people as the flea and sending them into the Feywild for scamming reasons. I was hoping it would convince the Lords to let the girl go, but anywho, I tried. Good luck. See you in another life.
That's good. That's good. I mean, Freya just kind of goes, oh shit, okay. Problem for another day, lads. I'm going to...
That sounds like a problem just entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't hear all of that.
No, you didn't hear any of that conversation.
We just know that she got a letter.
And then went,
She
oh
got-
shit.
I
She
mean,
doesn't
are
come
you
up here
showing
on
it?
camera.
Yeah. You probably see the physical depression of a person just slowly sinking as they further read the note.
Okay.
I will share it with the party, but not right now. Freya is going to go into one of the other rooms and just kind of sit there staring into space like...
Are you leaving the room
You've
now, or
you've got into our room.
you
then.
just okay?
I've straight up left the room.
And just watch Freya too.
I'll check on her later. Truck's fine.
There you
Any
go.
bad news?
Won't know until we ask.
Well,
Ale?
You were going to
Questions?
tell us your story.
Yes,
Well,
so
you guys have
your
questions?
sister and
Yeah.
yourself are engaged in a conflict over the leadership of your clan?
Yes.
Is this something that could come back to bite us at any point? Obviously, metaphorically speaking, not in my case. My problems could literally come back and bite us.
When I started this, it would not have been one I believe that would happen. It's not something I believe would come back to bite anyone else per se. For myself and my own goals and ambitions, yes. Other people, no. But after hearing what I had heard from the crows, there's a chance now. I don't know how big of a chance that is until I find a way to somehow contact her or find out what kind of relationship she has with Rorjak. I do not know.
Okay.
Now, Rorjak, you probably wouldn't know this.
Wouldn't. Okay.
You probably heard the name, but you wouldn't know the vast of information about it.
Every time it's been mentioned, Morgan has gotten a scowl on her face.
Yeah.
Rorjak is the chieftain to the biggest clan within the clans. He's known for most who travel, you'll definitely know this as well, that he's trying to unite the clans into one nation. Because he believes it's the only way they can compete with the other factions. At the moment, they are very fractious, fighting amongst themselves more than anything. And he's a powerful figure. He has the mentality of you join his clan or you die.
I will share that information with you just so that
Yeah.
you are up to date with it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My clan is one of, I would say, 3 major ones who are in opposition of this. Normally, for a leader to be made of my clan, a journey is not normally needed. It is normally the oldest born of the current leader of the clan, who will then become the next one. But in the face of twins, this caused a problem, a predicament, as you cannot tell exactly which one exactly is the oldest one. So in terms of this, my grandfather, the current leader, decided in ways for our clan to grow stronger and improve, me and my sister would border outside of it. Gain knowledge of the outside world, and hopefully when coming back, we could prove ourselves to him, and, well, to them, I summon the sword, of our worthiness to be leader of the clan. By them, I am referring to this blade. This blade is not a normal one. It holds within it, how could I put this into words? Embers of spirits of all the past leaders, mashed together. So, for instance, if I needed some kind of leadership, I could ask. But I would not know from which past leader I would get this information from. It could be useful, it could be not. And that is the way my clan has kind of been for the last, God, as far as I even know, for at least 200 to 300 years.
My guitar's made of rosewood.
Does your sister have a similar sword?
When did you get back in here?
No, good point.
You left the room.
I did leave the room. I forgot.
Someone else was asked that question.
I don't have any fancy
I will
Hear a
answer
knock
that.
at the door. Room service, got your stuff, food.
I whipped the door really quickly. It's good. Are you doing this on purpose?
I'm just doing my job.
No, I mean, like, are you waiting for us to have pauses in conversation before you speak?
Well, I don't want to be rude. So,
Okay.
Juice? Where's the...
Oh, just went across the way.
Room just next door.
Okay.
Because I'm sharing the room with you, so I know.
Room service.
He's not going to drop our food off. He's going to go across the whole.
I imagine you just open the door like a
Imagine-
crack, hand comes out, juice gone, door shut.
Yeah.
Like a toddler. Just
I definitely took
Gimme.
the platter and other things off.
Grabby hands. Nah.
Do I have any mayo? I'll go get some for
Thank
you.
you.
Oh boy.
When he comes back, I tip him 2 gold pieces.
Very, very cool.
Thank you very much. See, good service always pays. That's why I'll have it in every D&D campaign.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't the easiest
No,
customers.
no, we never are. Okay.
I suppose the next real topic then would be you're on the run, Kit,
I mean, I didn't know that until like 2 days ago.
but also you seem to not like this Henrik either.
I kind of more seem to not like me. I know him, vaguely, kind of.
You met him at a couple
Yeah.
of parties, functions, and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and he's probably been a creep on you.
Okay. Does he swing that way as well then?
He goes.
Anything.
Yeah.
Probably not, as long as it's not human.
Any hole is a goal.
Right, okay, excellent.
In the bad way.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And also, you were property.
I was that.
Not actually saying anything happened, but as it was at functions, but you got creepy vibes, and you definitely probably did more.
Probably tried.
Tried.
Okay, fair.
But
Okay.
again, you were property, so you were probably looked after to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
protected a little bit.
Yeah.
No damaged goods.
No, exactly. Okay, cool. Yeah. My brain just totally shut down there. Yeah. Yes. I know Henrik from events, but that's about as far as that relationship really goes.
I just noticed a distasteful look or two. in his
Yeah,
direction.
well, he's a bit of an asshole.
Which is
I
the
think-
correct look to be giving him his
Yes.
direction.
I mean, you guys have met him enough times now. Get the vibe.
Whilst everyone's
It
here,
was enough, yes.
well, everyone except the halfling,
I knock on the wall.
I need to make my intentions clear. After these games are over, Henrik is not leaving the city.
Oh.
You know that this is the plan.
I'm joking, alright.
Okay.
Henrik is
So
not
why
leaving.
do
this.
you hate him so much?
He knows and fully supports the work of the Blackwaters,
Fair. I mean, yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
and he is complicit in everything they do.
Uh,
And therefore, I cannot allow him to continue to work.
well,
The right-hand man of the person who did this.
can I help?
I was about to ask if anybody here would be willing to.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realise that you guys are quite good to have around.
I don't murder.
I like to imagine.
I'm
like
slightly
the
less keen on this anymore. You know what I've said, okay with it.
That's perfect.
I like to imagine that the walls are thin enough that Freya's just been sitting on the other side listening in, and she just knocks on the wall and she's like, "I'm in."
Roll a perception check for me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I backed on the wall earlier too, so maybe you heard the banging, but I'm not sure if you heard the conversation.
That is a 23.
23.
Those times.
These walls are really thin. You start thinking, man, this is cheap. From what we're paying, these are cheap walls.
The whole time.
No privacy when you really think about it. So, I'll let you hear it. Occasionally the word is quite...
Kill him!
Kill me.
Yes, I intend to, during the games, suss him out and learn a bit more about him. I do not intend to kill him publicly, I want to make that clear.
Okay.
I have spent a lot of the money that we have already been paid on the potential of spreading some rumours to lure him to a safe location outside of
Yes.
the public image. You didn't know about that until now.
No, I thought we did.
No, I had that
discussed
conversation
it
private.
That
Oh.
That was a private
You're
conversation.
physically in the room here, but...
If you as players knew, you as characters did not.
Oh, I
spent-
thought we could hear that conversation.
No.
I thought I took part in that conversation.
No, that was
I
no.
don't-
There was 2 conversations about rumours.
Yeah.
You wanted rumours on Rorschach and Henrik for pranks.
Just to make them sound
look
like-
stupid.
Yeah.
Just
I
make it sound
wanted
dumb.
their-
He had a separate
So-
conversation of rumours to lure him.
Oh,
I
So,
want
yes,
their social standards to be
I'm
tarnished.
spending money to
They
have
want to lure them somewhere.
I've got.
to
Okay,
have
I'm
him
catching up
lured
now.
somewhere after the games are over,
I could probably help with that.
after he is tired,
I could again probably
and
help with
I
that.
would appreciate it. And my main aim in this game is to learn a bit more about him and how we can best deal with him in a different situation.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for assassination techniques, that's kind of my forte.
And stealth
I'm an assassin.
Not
might
so
not
much.
be, but
My stealth's actually, I think, stupidly high. Supposed to be high, yeah.
but also I was
yeah, it's a 5.
Plus 5.
I'm probably one of the stealthiest guys here.
everyone's looking at their stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
stealthier
sure
than me.
I'm
But-
gonna check mine now.
But the useful thing is I can do this, and I'm going to wild shape and transform into a spider. Just gone.
Vance just open mouth like.
Jaw hits the floor.
I put my hand up. We need to land on it.
Spider crawls onto the ceiling, transforms back into me, but I'm still on the
Oh,
ceiling.
man.
Okay, yeah. In the meantime, while all that's happened, I've just yeeted myself to the furthest away possible corner of the room.
Arachnophobic, good to know.
It doesn't have to be a spider next time. I'm sorry, I didn't. I forget that that's something many
Yeah,
people
just
don't
hissing
like.
in the corner.
My aim is to do a little bit of damage to him, wear him out, but also to discover any weaknesses he may have, and to also, I hate to say it, but to find out if he is, like myself, undead.
Okay. What? Henry?
I don't think he would be, but as if he works with and for the Blackwaters, there is always a chance. And if he is, there are much more powerful ways to deal with him even.
Would I be able to know, given the information that they've told me about vampirism, would I have enough of insight into Henrik and the
You
events?
can roll a history check.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very decent. And you can roll, I guess. Roll an insight check for me.
17.
Should be good at insight.
From the time we've seen him.
Yes, I am good at insight.
You don't know enough.
19.
To you, he looks like a normal human.
Okay.
An arsehole of a one,
Yeah.
but a normal human.
Would I have ever been in close enough contact to him to know if he was cold or anything like that?
No. Even if he was cold, you'd probably think it's more of he's probably just cold.
Mm.
Fair, okay.
19 on the insight.
You don't believe he's a vampire.
But I still have suspicions that there is always
There's-
a chance he could be, in my thing.
You know he's probably powered in some way by the Black Waters, but you don't know how. But you're pretty sure he's not a vampire, but there's something going on there. No matter what, as it involves them, there's going to be some foul play, shall we say. But you're pretty sure he's not an actual vampire.
Got it.
In that case, I've got a question for the scaredy cat over there in the corner.
Uh-huh.
So we know you're wanted for obviously taking something.
I didn't take
What
anything.
did you take?
I didn't take anything. I crossed my little heart and hoped to cry. I did not take anything. Other than me.
Solid bitch face. Like, what did you take?
To be fair, in the monarchy, they do treat other beings that are not human as property sometimes. So they could genuinely be referring to her taking herself out of the property as being theft. Him, sorry. Sorry.
Dear.
I've been using they, them for the entire game up until this moment.
We're doing it to ourselves, haven't you? Okay.
So, okay, look, I just want to throw this out there, that my family was pretty good to me. Like, I don't think it was the worst.
In the case of me doing bounties and things of this nature, what is it common for me to have come across bounties or seeing them up of ones to collect a person similar to, in Kit's situation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not often, because even in the monarchy, slavery is frowned upon, but it's frowned upon. It's not illegal. Like to have a slave, it's a status
So
thing,
is it-
obviously, but it's one of those things that, like, the prince doesn't like it.
Yeah.
To him, it's like it should be illegal.
Yeah.
But he's not.
So it's a very
Yeah.
very possible thing.
It's like smoking,
It's
yeah.
like smoking.
It should be illegal, it should be stopped properly, but it's.
But
You know what I mean.
it's not like, oh, they just left, I will leave that. But if they left and took something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have one more question. This one is for Vance. Well, it's a couple of questions. You did just say, I like murdering.
And you said you're an assassin too.
And you've also mentioned on multiple occasions being an assassin.
Oh shit.
Is that something we need to be concerned about?
Well, if we know you're a vampire, I mean, being an assassin, don't know.
Yes, but I try to avoid killing.
Yeah, I don't.
Suddenly this whole first conversation with you makes way more sense.
Yeah, I completely forget that you guys don't know. As a player, I forget that so much. Yeah, you don't know anything about me. Yeah, ask away. Yeah. I'm an assassin.
Body count. Murder body count.
Yeah. I was also going to clarify that.
Well, remember, he had, what was it, 32-page document, or an inch thick document with the crows.
I've worked with the crows a lot,
Right.
as well as various other employers.
And is this like to be something again that's going to come back against us? I don't mind, because obviously my history is one of the most concerning so far. I just need to be aware of what might be coming our way.
It's always something I'm aware of. Will someone come for me? I don't think likely. I'm very good at my job. I normally try to get in and out.
That is less comforting than I think you thought it would be.
More of a question.
I'm a
then.
professional. Despite how I may come across, I am very much professional at what I do.
Okay.
It's at this point that Freya kind of like steps back into the door, opens the door, and says, "I might have the Lord of the Dance after me."
That's just as bad.
we'll get to that. Actually, this might bring up a good point. If one of us was then put as a target, how willing would you be to take it?
Well, I'm not working right now. I'm working for you guys, aren't I?
How willing would you be to take it?
Can we get back to the Lord of the Dance part, please?
Can I also just confirm how
I don't want
much
you backstabbing us.
old
The
knowledge
2
is
days.
still existing? And would I know
We're
anything
only
about
20 years from present, technically.
Right.
Yeah.
So, in theory, there's a lot of old knowledge about. A lot was destroyed in the Cataclysm. We're
Okay.
talking out of the 8 billion people, 6 billion people died.
Right.
A lot was burnt, destroyed. There's only probably out 10% of the cities still exist.
So, being a musician,
Yeah.
would I
The Lord
would
of
I
Dance.
know? Would I recognise the name Lord of the Dance?
No. It's
Would
definitely a
I
Feywild thing.
recognise anything to do
Yes,
with it?
you would know.
Firstly
And it
from
would
that,
tell
also
you-
secondly-
I don't mean.
to hear-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's firstly because of that, but also secondly, in the context of real world Lord of the Dance as well, because was
Real world,
14
yeah.
when it happened.
So, real world Lord of the Dance would be a joke.
Yes. But I also
Feywild Lord of
have
the
enough
Dance
context
is
here.
not a joke.
I like the fact we're having to clarify this. I mean, I don't know.
They're basically half dragon elf lords,
Horrifying.
super powered, kind of semi-gods, or demigods, should we say, and although they are
Dragonborn.
they own their own realms within the Feywild, they normally fight amongst each other. They will unite to go, as you read in your letter, to go on a legendary storm hunt, which is basically to raid, destroy, pillage, and cause destruction to any planet, any plane of existence they go to, in pursuit of their goals.
So I know that I may have a vampire lord after me. I actually think hers is worse.
What's a Lord of the Dance?
Yeah, what's that?
It's not good.
I assume you explain what I just
Yes,
said.
I
Yeah.
explain in more awed and terrified terms what I've just heard.
It takes a lot to annoy them enough to go pillaging. They're quite in old time, thousands of years ago, they would do it all the time. Now they kind of just stay in their realms nowadays. So for them to go on a storm hunt is a big deal. That's how big and famous you were in the Feywild. You are considered a prize enough that they want to own you.
Okay, we are a bunch of wanted misfits. I'm going to bed.
Walk out.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to process this tonight either. I'm also going to bed.
Overload.
We're all currently in my room, but if anybody wishes to stay in this one, I'm happy for you too, but if you don't wish to be near me after what I've told you, I also get that.
It's nothing to do with that, but I am going to go downstairs.
You did pay extra for the room. As
Oh
well.
no, I'm not going back to the room yet.
I'm saying, but you did also pay extra for
I
your
did
room.
also do that.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
expect
well.
you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been chill on that for a little while.
The same. I'm
You're not going to go to the brothel?
I'm mostly putting myself...
I saw that
Now he's thinking about it.
As everyone's leaving, I just turned to Morgan and I'm like, I heard the halfling shouting and squirming around all night if you need a place that's quieter.
I'm convinced I know a way to... Well, actually, with that, I'm pretty sure she'll be surprisingly quiet. If not, I will come by.
I just really thought you were about to hold up an imaginary pillow there.
Just smother the halfling.
I
You're the halfling, no lord to the dance. Save the world.
I'm going to take in your bounty.
Before
Actually,
I
yeah, you might have genuinely fed up for the party to turn on me.
yes, before I go to bed, I want to go back downstairs
Okay.
and find shit. I forgot what the name was. The person
Chandler?
who's running the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, Chandler! Of course, it was Chandler.
Yeah.
I want to fucking audition again.
You see that it's getting quite late, and people are they're at that drunk stage where everything's kind of dying down. But except you've got that one person in the back
Yeah.
who's just shouting for no reason.
Is Armin kicking about as well?
Is that same dwarf?
Yeah, he's sitting in the corner just having a drink. You do see them, and they see you marching over to them, and you see them physically sigh.
Don't know what's coming.
I assume you are here to see me?
Yes, I would like to do a little again.
Oh, it's a little bit... Doesn't have a watch on the hat. It's a little bit late in the night, don't you
It
think?
is, but we've been kind of busy today, and I had to fix the damn guitar first, so you know.
Fine, go on. So show me what you got.
Right, okay, we've got a performance of 7. Anything but a 1. Anything but a 1.
That's not an impressed face.
It's not any better. That is a 4 plus a 7, which is what? 11.
That's like average.
You play.
The best.
You do play. No one's really paying attention because they're either too drunk
Or not drunk enough.
Or not drunk enough. And in fairness, it's better, obviously. A lot better.
You actually get a note out of
Talking
it.
straight this time.
And they nod. They're like, it's okay.
What do I need to do to get a set?
You need some panaz. A little bit of spice. Look, the performers here are amazing. I mean, look at this guy, points at Arlen, who's like, turns as just this way, you just like, and waves at you.
Okay.
He's odd, but he's got something. I don't feel like you've got it. You know, you're just missing that.
I have it, but I'm nervous.
Okay, well, I think you need to find something important to you, yeah, that you can pull on to perform. A little bit of passion will come through. I just don't feel your emotions when you're playing. It's very bland.
Scream. Scream.
You're basic.
I'm sorry. But
Try get more.
another sigh. How long are you staying?
That's a week.
You get one more chance. Oh, come on. Make it count.
2 strikes.
And then walks off.
Just want to be able to perform.
This is a well-popular establishment. You're going to have a high DC. You're going to roll high to actually perform.
Not 20 next time, you shit.
It's better.
It
better.
was.
It was better.
It couldn't be any worse than a nat 1.
True. That is true.
Good one. Take that one.
There's no negatives. Well, There is, but you've not.
I can officially roll a 0 in any charisma-based skill.
I have a +7 in performance.
I've got a +7 in my perception. That doesn't stop me from getting a nat 1 last game.
Yep. Yep. Alright, I still grumpily head off to bed again.
Okay. I would like to go after Chandler. Oh, you're going to Chandler. I would like to go to Chandler.
Oh my god.
Let's take a move there. Yep. I walk over to him very nervously.
The whole time.
Let's go. Is Vandra working tonight? I don't know. Go downstairs and find out. Why are you coming to me? You won't. I'll go downstairs. Like physically, like
You own the place, don't
who's running the brothel?
Well,
you?
Who kind of owns the whole thing?
Who's in
And
charge?
there is a manager at the front, the same person you talked to before.
Oh, okay, I'll go to him then.
Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Hello.
Did you enjoy our services last time you were here?
Yes, yes, I did. I was wondering if Finder was working this evening.
Whew, she's a little bit booked tonight.
That hurts.
Is all therapy sessions done? None of it is sex.
She's with a
My
group
eye
party. Group party. Klansmen, by the looks of it. I'm not gonna go on. I could slot you in.
Before or after the big party?
Oh, I could fit you in before the party, but it wouldn't be long.
Preferably.
You get longer after the party. She may be tired. Probably is. I could revive her. And
How
some
much to
magic
buy
cards.
that time as well?
Makes it sound like she's died.
The group party.
No.
I mean, it could cost you a
I'll
lot.
take half an hour. How long?
15 minutes before. Say a different word that
I'll
I
take her
can't say.
I'll take
The party
half,
happens in
I'll take
15
half
minutes.
after
After the group-
so I can have
Consultation.
Yeah, I don't need the specifics of it. We can just skip.
Hey, they didn't order the vanilla package. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't need any more of that. Just how much for afterwards?
It's got rival
You
clans.
going afterwards?
Yes, please.
That's what I meant by potential.
Just 5 gold pieces.
I'll pay that. I go to my room and I wait patiently.
You wait patiently. You hear a knock at your door.
Why have you got
I've
that
got your
line?
mayo. He's already at the burger.
Oh god!
Sorry it took so long. We had to actually go make it physically.
oh, that's amazing.
Oh, and also the brochel's ready for you.
Oh.
You
The
get
mayo.
one.
It's like what I said, I'm not going to say it.
I question how they made the mayo. Alright. I'm in the room with
Picking it, I'm not going to say it.
You go in the room. She is sitting on the bed. She looks tired. But something blurred. No, I'm joking. We're not going into detail. But oh, hello again.
I was in town today.
That's nice.
I saw someone and I thought of you. I handed the little teddy bear that I bought.
Oh,
The dumb.
It says thank you on it.
She puts a hand to your cheek. You seem like a brute on the outside, but really, deep on the inside, you're just a cuddly bear, aren't you?
For people that can't see, he looked away
She
shy.
takes it. Thank you, I really appreciate this.
Look, I know that you're an elf, and I'm just this I'm Limberfloon of the Goliath. But I'm here in town for a few days because I'm taking part of the arena, and you'll be here for a few days because you'll be taking part in
Different arena.
men.
Yeah.
It's just a job.
I was wondering if tomorrow maybe you would like to get dinner.
persuasion check.
Does he get advantage because of the gift? Does
No,
he?
but it helps his DC.
Come
that's what I'm
on.
gonna say.
Come on.
What am I rolling, sorry?
A persuasion check.
You roll high. You've got to roll
If
high.
it goes bad, can I use intimidation?
Oh god.
My persuasion. Okay, it's 2. That's alright. Come on.
His whole character arc.
Get-
into
get-
it,
get-
so if he
get-
goes a
get-
villain or
get-
not.
Is he rejected or not? Let's find out.
14.
That's
alright.
you keep lowering it.
It's not that I'm opposed to going out for dinner for you. It's very full booked over the next couple of days.
Are you drinking the mayo?
Down's a pint of mayonnaise.
Continue.
Does it not bother you, my job?
I'll do worse than my job.
I mean,
I'll tell you what. Let's just go for a walk and have a coffee one time. However,
We ship this couple so hard.
Oh yeah.
however,
I really
I need
for this.
character
if
arc.
I decide at any point I do not want a part of this, you will respect that and let me go my way.
Nothing else.
And I look forward to seeing you again.
Which these things do a little dance in my room.
Yeah.
Unintentional romanceable NPC.
Made up character. Suddenly becomes a romance. Yes.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah.
With a teddy bear, no way.
Yeah.
Little teddy bear.
I love
She is
that.
holding the teddy bear, like in a slight look. She's got a slight smile on her.
She likes me.
He says to himself.
That's
You know what you should have done? You should have given really big puppy dog ass.
My character can't do that. Can't be.
I assume you're all going to sleep
Yeah.
after that.
I've paid all this money. I haven't slept with her once yet.
I feel like I would try to get up early, but Freya would probably wake me up first.
The next day comes, everyone wakes up, you hear a lot of noise. It's the first day of the game, so there's a lot of noise happening downstairs. Breakfast is again a buffet, getting your breakfast. You do have an official comes in. This is like a main hub of people anyway. So someone just come in and say, is there anybody in the competition for running today?
Yes.
Running is the first event for the competition. Please, quickly, follow me. We're already late. Come on, follow me.
Show your skills.
Yeah.
As they just start running. They're already jogging down the street. I assume you're following.
Yes.
Yeah. As you're heading to the arena, some of the other staff there are just like, you guys have probably about a good 15 minutes until the race actually starts. So I'd suggest heading over, but you can go at a more leisurely pace than they're going at right now.
That's fine, Steve.
Let's get up early and warm up. Jesus.
You've got time when you get there.
Okay.
It's just they need the people actually there
Okay.
first. Yeah. These games are thrown quickly together enough to, but everyone, all the participants are across the city, so you've got runners going everywhere trying to grab people. You get to the actual arena itself, and now you actually go physically inside. Now, it is the old football stadium of Norwich Football Club that's been basically adapted for this whole games into more of an Olympic arena. There's a racetrack around the football track now. The middle pitch is more sand pits and stuff like that, where clearly fighting is going to happen at some point. You see some other racers just standing around, start stretching around and stuff like that. And for you two, it's about already, you look like the last two to arrive.
Okay.
And you see there's about 10 people, including yourself, competing in the race.
Yeah. Okay.
You see you see the same guard who signed you up come over, holding a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Alright, listen closely. Let me get through this very quickly. We've got a lot to do today. I really don't care enough to drag this out. So, just so you know, you've got to run around the racetrack 4 times. First one finish wins. Now, for those who win, the prize for number 1 is 200 gold pieces and a nice medal. And obviously all the adoration of all the people around you.
Cool.
Okay? Any questions?
Nah.
Try not to kill anyone.
Wait. Okay, now I have a question.
I thought this was just running.
Yeah. How?
It is just running. But try not to kill anyone along the way. I have to say that because people be dodgy. Don't hit, kick, try not... Well, I mean you can, but if it's obvious, you may get disqualified. Okay. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. Never mind.
I just looked at Freya and be like, "You're gonna be alright. I wouldn't have thought you'd be that fast a runner with your, wee leggies." They wouldn't know. Hey!
Bear in mind, you have sinned this halfling
please
moves
don't-
stupidly
That's
fast.
actually true.
Please don't trip over me.
I will do my best.
Yeah. The others might promote me by accident.
Oh.
You do see some of the other competition. Now there's one name that was sent to you that was really good at running. His name is Darius Fleetwoodman.
Oh yeah.
And he fights for the Republic. Now you are both well aware of athletic skills. And you can see another one. She's wearing old clothes from the old world. So she's wearing gym clothes from our world, essentially. And you get the idea they also represent the old government.
Okay.
Right, are you all ready? Probably around this time you guys are filtering into the arena area.
We are finding them. Well, I'm hunting for the best seats.
Roll a survival check.
I was gonna say.
Survival.
Not perception? Or?
This one, no, survival is
It's
like
busy,
tracking
yeah.
and looking
It's
for
busy.
pieces, yeah, so
Okay.
it's packed. People are filling in, and not everyone may be able to get in.
Yeah, try finding anything at Comic Con.
Way too real.
As you are competitors, you're automatically allowed into the arena.
Right. I might make a slightly unpopular recommendation.
Yes.
Was that when we hit
16.
ready, set, go, we call the session there and then pick it up maybe
Yeah, sure, we can do
next
that.
time?
That's fine.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Because I'm really looking forward to this event and I'm kind of thinking,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We've got through a lot today in terms
Yeah.
of information.
Dumping our own laws.
So, go for it.
16.
16. You find some actually pretty decent seats, and you're actually not far from the royal box, where you can already see Rorschach is sitting there, as well as the prince, the monarchy, a representative from the old government. You can see, you can only assume from what you heard, the Skylark, because he's a very, very big man, and sitting next to the Skylark, probably is the Canary.
I nudge you two and just motion up towards that then.
Oh yeah, these two.
Yeah.
But they're all sitting casually, just talking amongst themselves at this precise moment in time. Obviously, you come back down to the floor, and again, this guy is just drinking his tea. It's like, oh shit, we're running late. All right, line up, line up, line up, line up, line up. Now, again, I will say, I should probably repeat myself, do not hurt each other. Because if it is seen, you will get disqualified. I think I made that worse. I don't know if I made that worse or not. Anyway, line up. They're all getting ready. And suddenly, a man stands up, the one you would assume is the Canary. He comes forward and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, it is with my honour as the Canary of the Council of the Republic of East Anglia to announce the games have begun." I have to say, it has been an honour to see so many people from all different areas of life to join us here today. And I can simply say, let the best people win. Now, we are starting with the races. I can honestly say, I'm hoping Darius from the Republic is going to win. He has never lost before.
Skulls.
I want to give a massive boo.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
See how people join in.
Yeah.
Dang. That's real good. So, 29.
Jesus.
So
I never changed the
you go boo, and it's loud enough for the canary to hear it, and you see his eye just go twitch a little bit.
Hi, bye, boss.
But it was such a good boo that there's a lot of people from different factions here as well. That suddenly it's like boo, 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 boo. It's like yes, I get it. But the main point of these games is to bring us all together. It's a sign of peace, and there's a slight wince from the prince when he says peace. So, without further ado, let us begin. I will give the call. Racers. Runners. Get ready. Ready. Set. Go. And we're ended there.
Yeah. GG team, GG.
Thank you everyone who is watching. Asmo, if you could raid us into someone, I don't know if she's online, but if the Booze Cat is online, raid into them, but I don't think they are.
I had a little look, I didn't see them.
Okay, right, fine. If not, just find someone, and then we'll go from there. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. Please join us on YouTube and Discord to catch up on more information. I will be doing more work on Discord soon, so there will actually be more information. And
Valen's on.
I hope
Valen's on.
Oh, Valentine.
Valentine.
Oh, I know, I think we did have
I
last
hope
time, though,
to
didn't we?
talk to you all soon.
Sort of.
Anyway, if not, sayonara, see you in 2 weeks' time.
Bye, Jack.
Woo!
Bye-bye.
Bye!
Take care, guys. Bye.